Turning Point's new talking point. Charlie was afraid of an angry black and white. Their lives are not working, and Charlie Kirk's death is exposing people who side with evil. What's up, everybody? Look, this is one of those moments where, um, when I see people like this and I see videos like the one we're going to be reacting to in today's live, I become so frustrated and confused that I want to just type away. I become a keyboard warrior. Like, Didi, what are you doing, bro? It's not going to solve anything, right? Because these people will see your comments and they'll ignore them, right? These people are agents. I've seen that a couple of other people have already spoken on this, but I want to speak on it myself because of a plethora of different reasons. There's a pastor by the name of Graham Allen.
Yeah, that's one of them.
This is him.
Yep, Kish.
This guy.
You too. God bless you. Thank you.
I mean, he is a piece of work. Just from a discernment perspective, I already look at the guy, listen to the guy, I see his tweets, and the fact that the algorithm even supports this guy, I'm like, he's pushing an agenda. My discernment alone tells me that this guy is a snake. Everything that I'm gonna show you, and you're gonna hear from this guy in this live today. Remember, he's a pastor. He's a pastor.
Man,
and
pastors will say anything.
He is very upset with Candace and
Ask
others
me,
like Candace who have quote unquote been attacking Erica Kirk, right? Because this pastor does not care about the facts. He does not care about the things that Erica Kirk has done. He does not care about if she is possibly guilty or complicit in any way, because he has all the answers already. And he knows that the word widow in itself means innocence. It means untouchable. It means leave her alone. The word widow has all of a sudden taken up a completely new meaning, despite the fact that we know if a man lost his wife under suspicious circumstances and then he, continued to behave weirdly, immediately after, he would be investigated, or at least people will call for him to be investigated, but that doesn't matter to this guy. This is the same guy that, as I said, surprise, surprise, he's a Zionist, right? This is him, a collection of tweets from this guy, speaking out against quote-unquote pro-Palestinian or pro-Palestine crowds and protests, right? This is him celebrating what it says. Proud American stands up against pro-Palestinian supporters because of the 30 Americans unalived in Israel.
In a quarter-mile, turn right on Collier Road Northwest using the right lane.
The mouthpiece for the state of Israel. President Trump just shared a powerful message he received from U.S. Ambassador to Israel, Mike Huckabee. We all need to pray right now. Okay, somebody said they liked the shirt. Well, I appreciate it. Link
Turn right on Collier Road Northwest.
Don't put me in a box design. It looked a lot better in person than I thought it was going to look. Yeah. So, very, very interesting. But before we get into the video of this guy, and we completely demolish the nonsense he was saying, the lies that he spread, the fact that he waited until Candace went on to vacation. Before we get into all of that, I would like to bring something to you all's attention, a couple of things. This guy, Graham Allen, this fake pastor, or Alan Graham, whatever his name is, has actually been accused of being a real life snake. It says Graham Allen raised and spent $700,000 to run for Congress and never even filed the paperwork to get his name on the ballot. But he did $19,000 buying his own book and another $30,000 on quote unquote campaign apparel for his race. This is to set the groundwork. This is who we're dealing with. We have to react to his video. It's one of the wildest things, man. But something that's even more wild is his comment section. I thought we were at a place. I know the world is big. I know there's a lot of humans in the world. But I was truly under the impression. That most people, even those that were pro TPUSA, had come around and saw things for what they were. I thought because there are so many videos.
In a quarter-mile, turn left on Peachtree Road Northeast using the left lane.
Republicans, independents, libertarians, people who don't even know their political affiliations. They don't even follow politics. People from different categories have all been making videos exposing so many different things that have come out. And there's still a huge audience of people.
Turn left on Peachtree Road Northeast, then drop off.
A huge audience of people that seem to not have seen it. I went under this guy's video on YouTube and I was like, people are praising this dude. They're thanking him. They're agreeing with him. But we're gonna get there.
Drop off.
Also, before we get to his video, I would like to reveal to you all that the story about Erica Kirk being a potential PDF file for interacting and engaging in an inappropriate relationship.
Shanita Finney says, meet in lobby, floor 619, at the information desk. Can you make sure that I get plenty of mild sauce and hot sauce? Shanita Finney says, meet in lobby, floor 619, at the information desk. Can you make sure that I get plenty of mild sauce and hot sauce?
Thank you. Defending Erica Kirk. I'm about to show you the
Turn right on Peachtree Road Northeast, then make a slight right turn.
Let's see what this guy's gonna have to say to this. Because there's no defending this, buddy. Okay. So it says wild update in the Erica Kirk Jillian story. All right. In further research, they discovered that at the time of her sexual relationship with Erica, Jillian, who was 15 years old at the time, lived in a trailer park within a neighborhood that is known for the highest incident of child sex transplantations. I forwarded the information to Jillian and she confirmed it is true. So to recap, after striking up a bizarre Frogo who lives in a trailer park without a father, a being 25-year-old Erica proceeds to love Mom Jillian by telling her how beautiful she is, send her chocolate-covered strawberries, meaning...
Be right back. Don't know. I'm at the right place or not. Not sure. Let's see. Let me call him. Wait a second.
Message system. Shanita, Danny.
Going nowhere yet.
She was not. Erica knew she was a mom. Did not stop Erica from arranging for her to get photographs taken without her ever having communicated with her mother. Any person defending this is demented. To be clear, I am not accusing Erica of having committed any crime, but I am saying that questions need to be asked because it is my strong opinion that it is utterly impossible that Erica continues to have proximity to people, places, and organizations that seeks transportation. If this was a man, this would have been over with immediately. This is the person messaging Candace. It says, "Hi, Candace. I have an interesting connection for you regarding Erica Fruntsby in Auburn Hills, Missouri. As a Metro Detroit native, current resident of Bloomfield Hills, it was well known that the Great Lakes Crossing Outlet, 4000 Baldwin Road, Auburn Hills, is the #1 SCX transportation location in the state of Michigan. Okay, it's Michigan, not Missouri. Due to its confusing layout, close proximity to the I-75 expressway, making getaway very easy and convenient in proximity to urban blighted areas such as Pontiac. I work down the road, and my patients and I know to never go there alone as a woman or at night, and to keep your children close at all times. It has a very scary reputation. Attached for evidence via Facebook posts. Local police have tried denying the claims through local media outlets, but residents know these claims to be true. I myself had a recent experience last month of an older man standing next to the women's restroom in the Bass Pro Shop, seemingly waiting for someone.
This Uber call is being recorded. Hello?
Oh, hey. Are you at the hospital?
Hi. Yes, I am.
Okay, awesome. I'm gonna leave it here by the guard, okay?
Okay, I'll let the nurse know so they can come down and get it. Thank you.
Thank you. God bless you in Jesus' name. Bye-bye. Make sure I get the right line before I get out the car. Let's see. Yeah. It's the right line. Let's see what the name says. Yeah. Okay, I'll be back. Y'all chill here. Ain't nothing gonna happen while I'm gone. Yes, there's a pin number.
It's 9887.
Thank you so much.
I'm sorry.
No problem. 9887. Thank you. Bye-bye. God bless you.
All right. Thank you.
There we go. Now we're back on the road.
Seemingly waiting for someone, yet no one came out. And he did not move. When I saw Auburn Hills come up, my mind immediately started drawing these connections. In addition, I did some searching of Jill Flacone's current and previous addresses to see if her positioning in life made her a vulnerable target for Erica. Sure enough, see attached for evidence. I am not trying to shame the girl, but these are facts that I think you should be made aware of. Okay, where are we at now? And to give you some inside Michigan perspective, I know you have been in touch with Jill, so maybe you can confirm this, but I believe at the time of her relationship with Erica, Jill Falcone may have been arrested of blank, which is a trailer in a trailer park on the outskirts of Pontiac. Per Google, poverty is considered a primary root cause and vulnerability factor for human transportations, including SEX transportations. Transporters actively on the financially vulnerable. Keep up the good work. Do what in the world? That is. And remember, for those of you that don't remember this, obviously we know about Romania's angels, but as a reminder, the location of TPUSA in Arizona is apparently, allegedly, it's also a hotbed for that as well because of the location. I forget what it is. I believe somewhere across the street of either the headquarters of TPUSA, I believe it is. I interviewed the guy who formerly worked at TPUSA. If you all remember and saw that video, he was telling me that the headquarters is across the street from a place that everyone knows is a hotbed for human SEX transportations. So that's wild. That is so wild. That is so wild. And yeah, like, yeah, it's not a coincidence. We know it's not a coincidence. That's crazy, man. That's crazy, man.
Turn right on Spring Street Northwest.
And with that, everybody, we're going to go ahead and hop over here to this guy's video. Again, his name is Graham Allen. And I want you all to listen to the nonsense of this guy. Okay. Let's get this down right. Okay. So, the name of this video is The Truth About Candace Owens. She wanted a war. Here's my response. So, what do we know about this guy already? We already know that he's been accused of stealing $700,000 and not filing it appropriately with the government or with the IRS as he ran for his political campaign. We also know that this guy is a Zionist, and I mean like he's a high-level Zionist. We also know that he doesn't care about the facts. These are all things that we've already established about this guy. He does not care about the facts about TPUSA, Charlie Kirk, Erica Kirk. He doesn't care. So let's take a listen to what he had to say here with that information.
All right. What's going on, America? How's everybody doing this Monday? So we're getting reports that X is down. Unfortunate timing, given today's show. Today's episode is going to be a little bit different. Friday afternoon, many of you know that I have been a very outspoken person against Candace Owens and what she's doing, not only to Charlie, to his legacy, to his children, but even more especially so to Erica, his widow.
People like this are so weird. He sits here and he has no He speaks broadly. He speaks vaguely. He knows he's speaking into the abyss because he's being extremely disingenuous. So he won't get into the specificities of what he's talking about. Instead, he's just going to speak more broadly. What she's doing to Charlie, what she's doing to Erica, what she doing, Graham? How about you have somebody on your show, or how about you feature on somebody else's show who can actually challenge the nonsense that you're saying? How come you people always go into echo chambers, or you just talk to the camera?
In a quarter-mile, turn right on 10th Street Northwest using the right lane.
I believe her intentions to be non-pure. I believe her reasonings to be evil. I believe that she's suffering from some type of mental break, possibly even demonic oppression of some sorts. But anyway, Friday afternoon,
When he said some sorts, he
conveniently, I would
manifested.
say,
Turn right on 10th Street
Sports.
Northwest.
right this week, to make another hit piece documentary on Erica Kirk, she decided to take things up a notch with me publicly. And she made several horrific,
She's gonna
ghastly
eat you alive, bro.
accusations.
She's gonna
about
eat
me.
you alive.
And these accusations not only
You're gonna
affect
curl up in a
me
ball
and my
like a little
reputation,
girl.
my character, it affects my family, it affects
Oh my gosh. So now he's a victim.
He's a
Now
victim.
he's the victim. Remember, this is a pastor. At no point in this video are you going to ever get
He
pastor
said,
vibes.
victim is my
Ever.
victim. That's what he said.
At best, you may get the vibe from a person who has loosely heard about God at some point in their life. She's ruining your reputation. Is that what you're stating, bro? Have you seen the tweets? If you ever had any credibility, it was shot a long time ago. No one takes you serious. On Twitter, this guy he gets slammed in his
Turn
comments.
left on Fowler
I'm
Street
saying like
Northwest.
80% of his comments are just crashing out. Like, dude, give it up. No one believes you. We know you're lying, bro. We know you're an Israeli agent.
But they didn't.
But you come on YouTube, I don't know if it's bots or what, but we'll get to the comments
bots.
under this video. It's like,
Nah, they're
my
humans.
mouth drops and I go,
They're just
is this some sort of psyop? There's no way there's this many people that haven't been black pilled or red pilled to Erica Kirk and TP USA by this point.
my children, and that simply cannot stand.
This Georgia Tech
So
campus.
I did a lot of praying about it. I did a lot of thinking
Where we are
about it,
right now.
and the only way to do this is to confront it head on, and the only way to do this is to say that it is time. X is back up apparently. Just got a message that it is time to tell the truth.
In a quarter-mile, turn right on 4th Street Northwest.
To no longer beat around the bush. It's time to tell the truth. Everything that I know. There's going to be a lot of you today that watch this episode, that many of you are finding out who I am for the first time due to what Candace did and her bringing me into these slanderous accusations and all this, and that's fine. So we're going to walk you through not only the accusations, we're going to walk you through how I've known Candace for over a decade. And I know the truth about everything behind closed doors that we're never actually supposed to have said about Candace Owens, and I'm over it. And it's time that people know the truth. And it also is not lost on me that the Canaanites, the cult followers of Candace Owens, nothing I say is going to change your mind, and that's fine. Why am I
Turn right 4th Street Northwest, then turn left on Fowler Street Northwest.
that I have shared the stage with, that I have fought for this country and our faith for a decade, that have remained silent? While Erica is attacked, while Charlie's children are attacked,
What?
while this woman tries to single-handed
Like the gaslighting here. So first of all, if you
Turn left on Fowler Street Northwest, then drop off.
truth, if you're defending truth, which by default leads you to just defend Candace Owens in this said example, that makes you a Candace Knight or a Canaanite,
Drop off.
which is a very interesting play on words coming from a pastor, because you know that the Canaanites were dealing into cannibalism, which is a very interesting, very bad timing with all of the things coming out about the Epstein files. So defending
Drop
truth
off.
makes you a Canaanite. But furthermore, he says that Erica is being attacked. Again, notice he will not go into what's being said about Erica. Because
What's going
if he
on?
does that,
Hey, how's it going?
that means he
I'm
has to
chilling.
think about if it's true or not. He has to delve into the credibility of these claims.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you very much.
All right.
Have a good one.
You too. God bless you.
God bless you.
Thank
His
you.
entire argument will crumble. So he can't do that. So instead he has to speak vaguely. Then he says Erica's children is being attacked. Who's attacking her babies? If they actually have children. Who's attacking the kids? He's just making things up.
We tear down everything that my friend
Head to your
Charlie.
turn left on Bobby Dog Way Northwest, then turn left on Techwood Drive Northwest.
That's okay, I understand.
If somebody was to ask this guy, hey, what's your position on what happened to Charlie? Do you believe that there was some funny business that happened that day? How many red flags? Similar to how I asked when I had the TPUSA pastor on, one of the biggest questions I wanted to ask him was, did you see any red flags from that day? He surprisingly said yes, but he said he didn't want to speak on them right now. He wanted to just sit back and just watch first. What does that mean?
Turn left on Techwood Drive Northwest.
You don't be quick to speak. I agree with that. But you've had more than enough time, bro. You've had ample amount of time. Here we are 4 or 5 months later. Graham Allen, you're a pastor, right? Have you seen any red flags? Because something tells me that your position on that day is that whatever the FBI said happened, you believe it. Something tells me that day that all the red flags that all of us can clearly see from that day, somehow, some way, even though you don't wear glasses, your eyesight
Just ahead, turn right on 5th Street Northwest.
is the same exact thing that we're seeing. Okay.
Because as we'll show the audience here in a minute, this is why you're afraid. And maybe some of you have skeletons that you don't want Candace Owens to find out about. Okay, fine. If I gotta take the bullets, I will.
Turn right on 5th Street Northwest.
Then so be it.
So he's speaking as if there isn't literally a montage. There's literally not an incredible amount of people who, one, have been speaking out against Candace, have been choosing to not say anything about all the red flags from Erica Kerr, TPUSA. He's speaking as if he's the only one that's choosing to speak out against Candace. So he's already placing himself in a position that he's not even in to begin with. He's not this brave, courageous, person who's placing himself out on the stake to be burned alive. That's not what he's doing here. There's been many people who have spoken out against Candace. Now, to his point, the people who are choosing to not say anything, and what he means is the Officer Tatums of the world, the Megyn Kellys of the world, the people who actually know Candace in real life, but are also friends with
So
Charlie,
freaking calm down in
that
here.
have not made explicit videos, Matt Walsh. That's what he's talking about. Those people. But I have other reasons why I believe that they're not speaking out against Candace, even though they've indirectly done it. They've all made videos saying that they don't think Erica should be attacked.
Using the left lane, turn left on William Street Northwest.
Or if they go soft on her. I believe there's a reason for that, and I believe it's because of things that have happened behind the scenes, but we'll get there. This guy's not some hero.
But if it sparks others to start combating her obvious vindictive, evil agenda and her obvious lie,
In a quarter mile, turn right on 10th Street Northwest using the middle lane.
I need every single one of you to do me a favor and hit that like button right now. The more you hit the like button, the more people will see this. Comment in the comment section right now. Do you stand with Candace? And that's fine. You can put yes or no in the comment section. I mean, I'm sure we'll have a lot of Candace fans in this episode today, and that's fine. We have a lot of stuff to talk
Turn
about.
right on 10th Street Northwest.
So I want to thank our sponsors, Black Rifle Coffee. Wouldn't be able to do this show without you guys, so I want to thank you for sponsoring the show. Everybody, please.
Just ahead, proceed straight on 10th Street Northeast using the second lane from the right.
If we lost you at Charity, we get it.
One thing I want to start off with before we talk about what happened, and then I want to address those head on. I want to talk about some things that happened.
Proceed straight on 10th Street Northeast.
Yesterday I made an announcement on X that I would be addressing everything, and I got more phone calls, more text messages, more calls from members of the administration, more calls from people in high positions.
Just ahead, turn left on Peachtree Street Northeast using the left lane.
I got calls from pastors, high profile, and literally people wanting to pray for me over the phone.
Turn left on Peachtree Street Northeast.
I want you guys to realize that's the level of which Candace Owens and her evilness has reached. To a point that if someone wants to
Turn left on 11th Street Northeast, then pick up on the right.
evil, vindictive attacks against Erica Kirk, Charlie Kirk's widow, and even Charlie's kids, pastors feel led to pray for me before I even do my show, which I do daily.
That makes literally nothing he just said made sense. None of that just made sense.
Pick up on the right.
Let's just take a step back. Let's make sure we're thinking coherently, cool, calm, and collected. He's implying, he just said that Candace Owens is evil. So evil, in fact, that because he's choosing to speak out against Candace, pastors and other people in high positions, all the people we can think of, which something about that tells me that he's lying, but let's entertain it.
It's probably all those pastors that work for
Pastors are calling him to pray for
TPUSA.
them.
Those
Now, what are the
pastors
implications here?
definitely
Graham, are
be
you-
praying for Satan for him.
Are you maybe, could you be alluding to the fact here that merely speaking out against Candace and what she's talking about or alluding to in her videos, on her Twitter page, on her X account rather, could you be alluding to the fact that maybe she'll put a curse on you or you'll be jinxed if you speak out against, like, what are you saying here? Speaking out against Candace will put your life in danger? Like, what are you saying here?
What's he saying? He don't know what he's saying. He don't. We're gonna find out when we get back. But he don't know what he's saying though. That's what I learned. Victory is mine. Victory is mine. All them truckers can have that trash. They can have that trash. Being a victim is whack. Don't do it. They want you to. Don't do it. So I don't even know where I'm going. Victory is mine. I know that much. Oh, I got a door break. I like the floors. It's like stick and shake. Floors are like stick and shake floors. $5. Oh. $5 for an hour, you can get a portable charger. Crazy. Wonder where you gotta turn it back on. Just while you're here. $5 ain't much no more. So much. Right, we out of here. We are out of here. Midtown on 11th Street. Something like that. It's pretty dope down here. But I think the best life in Atlanta is Georgia Tech College, even though surrounded by the Illuminati. It's just really nice on that campus. It's really nice. That campus is so chill.
True. So, what are we saying here exactly? That makes no sense. We're going to expose every bit of your guy. I usually don't give another, because I truly just see you as another content creator. I usually don't give you this much attention, but you're going to get a lot of my attention today because I see through you, buddy. And if you ever make the mistake of responding to me and agree to come onto the show or have me onto your show, that's going to be a treat for ages.
Does that seem normal to you? Does that seem like a simple thing that lets, oh, everybody does that, da 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 da? No, it shows you that this has reached a level no one can.
Just ahead, turn right on West Peachtree Street Northwest.
Bible verses before we start this. Proverbs 68:5.
See, there's no such thing.
Father to the fatherless.
There is no Proverbs
Defender of the
68.
widows. This is God in his holy dwelling. Everybody keeps asking why
This
I
guy's
stand
not
so
a
firm
pastor.
in this. Well,
If
because
you're
I
a
believe the
pastor,
Bible
you
is
know there
true.
is no
Turn right on
Proverbs
West Peachtree
68.
Street
And if you
Northwest.
said that, you would catch
Treat
yourself.
orphans.
You would be like, wait a
Exodus
minute.
22,
There's
22
only
through 24.
31
Do not take
Proverbs.
advantage of the widow or the fatherless. If you do and they cry out to me, I will certainly hear their cry. And then James 3.
Turn left on 12th Street Northwest, then turn left on Spring Street Northwest.
Bitter jealousy and selfish ambition in your hearts. Do not boast and be false to the truth.
Okay, hold on. All right, hold on, y'all. We gotta here in real time. This guy is
Turn left on Spring Street Northwest.
he is misusing scripture. So okay, let's think on this for a second. So since he wants to go to scripture, let's go. He says that scripture tells him to defend the widow and orphans. Okay. So let's look this
That's
up.
how they always do.
How many
The
widows
Zionist. They don't care about Jesus at
have
all.
been convicted of
Just ahead, turn right on 10th Street Northwest using the right lane.
their husbands in the past, I don't know, let's just say 20 years?
Turn right on 10th Street Northwest.
Precise data on the exact number of widows convicted of unaliving their husbands in the last 20 years, so that's 2005 up until 2025, is not tracked in a single publicly available database. However, data indicates that in the United States, about 75 women unalive their husbands every 100 men who unalive their wives.
Just ahead, turn left on I-75 South using the left lane.
For about every 75 women that unalive their husbands, or 75 women unalive their husbands for every 100 men who unalive their wives. That's not really that huge of a difference when you consider the fact that so that's just my way of saying we know that it's possible, and we also know that the number one suspect when a person is taken out is the spouse. Even if they didn't directly do it, they're looking to see if you got it. If you paid to have it done, if you were implicated or complicit in any way.
Turn left on I-75 South.
Erica is a conservative. She's a white conservative woman that he personally knows. That's completely out of the window. It's not even possible. You shouldn't even entertain it. Because the Bible has some verse that says that you should protect the widows. So Graham Allen, by your own logic, the widows that we just saw, let's pull this up. The widows that we just saw here, all of these women, this woman here, all of these women, would you say that even though they've been convicted of taking out their husbands, should we protect them still? Should we defend them? Or should we conduct an investigation and rule them out first? Nah, buddy, you're not getting away with this. You're not getting away with this.
This is not the wisdom that comes down from above, but is perfectly unscripted.
In a half mile, take right exit 248C toward Georgia 10 East John using the right two lanes.
Selfish ambition exists, there will be disorder in every vile practice.
See, what
And
he's
so
telling me is this is the spirits that he has.
as I move forward in this, Candace, I want to say that above anything and everything, I truly mean it when I say I'm praying for your soul.
But not in a good way.
I make a joke sometimes when I say I wouldn't want to be the person standing in line behind Candace Owens.
Why would you be making that joke? That stupid ass.
But I honestly
Take right at 248C toward Georgia 10 East John.
because we go way back.
That's great.
We'll go there. I've got a book here that I wrote. And you
Oh,
know,
my
it's
God.
not a pitch for the book. I don't want you to go buy this book. This is my first book. I've written one since then. I'm going to go down in September. That's not the point. The point is, on the back of the book, Jim, watch this. This will get edited. This will be clipped. And this will be done. We'll go back to this photo a little later. But this shows how far back in the day me and Charlie and Brandon Tatum go. In fact, this next one is a photo of me, Charlie, Brandon Tatum, Benny Johnson, all sitting together at a table before we all blew up to the extent that you know us now. I think we got that one.
In a quarter-mile, turn right on Boulevard.
Posting is a sign of bitter jealousy and selfish ambition.
There you go. Way back in the day, we all knew each other across the board. Now, Candace,
I know that's not nice to say, but you're here.
Turn right on Boulevard Northeast.
me and Candace have known each other for a long time. This photo is back in the 3 Barstool days of the campus tours. There's Charlie, there's me, there's Candace. Back in the day when these tours weren't as popular as they are today, we were sitting in bar stools together and we were fighting this fight alongside each other. Here's some more pictures of Candace Owens.
And another thing I just thought about with this guy, remember how we've been pointing out the fact that all of
Using the right lane, turn right on Irwin Street Northeast.
it's almost like some sort of infiltration. How come so many people are military? We know that many people in the military are Freemasons. We know that for a fact. That's something you can just Google. Many military individuals, especially high-ranking, are Freemasons. Everything about this guy gives me, and I'm pretty sure he said that he served. So he comes from the military as well. Surprise, surprise. Zionist military background.
Turn right on Jackson Street Northeast.
Upset with the Candace Owens questioning what truly happened to Charlie Kirk. Surprise, surprise. Masquerading as a pastor.
Wow.
Nothing about him gives pastor vibes.
Probably was there. He probably the one that did.
Surprise, surprise. Because you can open your phone and read out a couple of Bible verses, changes nothing.
Turn left on John Wesley Dobbs Avenue Northeast, then drop off on the right.
Doesn't help your claim, it hurts it in my opinion. Because you could have easily been one of the people that was set into position, masquerading as Charlie's friend, or maybe Charlie was in on it too, I don't know. Playing your position well.
With some of my children, with my wife. There's Candace, me, and my wife with my daughter. Here's another one of me and Candace and my wife. And then here's one of me, Charlie, Erica, and my wife together. So when I say all of these things that I've known Candace Owens for well over a decade, I'm telling you the truth.
Yeah, but
Okay?
does she know that you're a racist?
And when I say that Candace Owens is not who you think that she is, that's what I mean.
Okay. Give us evidence.
Well, let's go to what.
So that means that whatever he's about to do going forward, there should be receipts, correct? Because his problem, or he's alluding to the fact that Candace Owens is saying things that are lies. That's his position, right? Right? So that means that when he refutes what she has been saying or doing, he should do the opposite of what she's done because he's upset with her for doing the way she's done. He should come with receipts. He should show us the real way it's supposed to be done. Okay, let's see what he does here.
Happen, because there's a lot of you here on Humble. There's a lot of you that are probably confused to an extent of what happened and actually went on. So let's start off with playing the video that started this escalation. Now, the main purpose of this video was to say why I continue to defend Erica Kirk, and it was also to call out those that have been cowardice and not. I think I'm going to go to TikTok because I think X is still down.
I wonder if he's gonna call me out, ain't he? On TikTok. Let's see. Ready? Okay, let me figure this out. Okay. Which building is it? See if we can find it. Let's go looking. Sorry. Entrance to buildings 3 and 4. Entrance to buildings 1 and 2. Building. One and two. Right there. Color on the call box. Well, let me go doggy. Hey. Big dog. Oh, he loves people? He's a giant.
Yeah, he'll be.
Oh, thanks.
No problem.
Is he? He's so cute. I can't get in around here. Can I get in? How am I going to get in this thing? It's going to have a key. Go up to the third floor. I'm going to call these folks. Got in the building. Oops. Hello?
Hello.
Hey, I'm in the building at the stairs, the third floor stairs.
Are you at the 2B3 door?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Awesome,
Should we pop
thanks.
in and open it?
Yeah, I'm in. Let's see. Okay.
Okay. And then you you should be able to come down.
Okay. Okay. See you in a minute.
Okay.
God bless you. Thank you. Bye. So 23 what? I forgot. Okay. Hello. You got a code for me?
Yeah, the pin is 38330.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. God bless you.
Head to your pickup at Landmark Diner.
Okay. Well, so the thing that's going on is this. There's a whole bunch of churches that are pretending to be Christians. Not that Charlie wasn't a Christian. They tricked him. He was a young guy. And they tricked him for about 10, 12 years. And then when he figured it out, they got rid of him, right? Because they used him. He's a Christian, but he also possibly is a Mason. And see, if you become a Mason, then the witches are allowed to do anything they want to you. Well, not anything they want, but they can if they do enough praying, worship to Satan, then they can do anything they want. And a Mason. So that's why you don't want to be a Mason, first of all. But the Masons are running the whole world because the Rothschilds are running the Masons. And it all started before the flood. And it's still happening. So we have to put an end to it. But I don't know if we would, because we all have
And I want to play the video in its context so you can see
An influence
how
bomb.
Candace
We
Owens'
work for 'em.
attack
We
doesn't
all
make
work
any
for 'em.
sense. Here's the video that started it all. Here we go. Everybody always goes, "Oh, Graham, why Candace Owens? Why?" Because she's still doing it and she's still crossing the line with my friend's widow. And maybe you're the type of person that you will allow a friend of yours, their widow, if they were to pass away. Maybe you're the type of person that will not protect that widow. Maybe you're the type of person who would just move on. I'm not. I'm not. I am not getting to heaven in the pearly gates. And Jesus look at me and go, "Why didn't you stand up there?" Not happening. Not happening to me. Another thing I want to say to all of you friends of Charlie out there that have microphones just like I have, that came up with Charlie. Many of you, I stood on stage.
Head east on John Wesley Dobbs Avenue Northeast toward Jackson's. Turn right on Jackson Street Northeast.
Why aren't you saying anything? Why are you tiptoeing the lines to not make Candace Owens's audience mad at you, and or worse, Candace herself being mad at you? Perhaps you have skeletons in your closet. I don't know. But I want you to know that I respect
Using the right lane, turn right on Irwin Street Northeast.
Ever look at any of you name again. Graham, who are you talking about? It's really easy to find. Look for any of the people that do what I do that are not absolutely 100% calling out Candace Owens. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about every. All right, you can pause it. One of them. You know. Okay, so if you agree with that video and that statement, just give me some American flags in the comment section now, or hit the like button. That was the main purpose of that video. In fact, I would argue it was more of a direct attack on those that were being cowardice in the face of Candace Owens' attacks. Now, because X is down, we had to take a screenshot of what Candace Owens said. She said two things on Friday afternoon, and I want to address them. The worst one is obviously the one calling me a pedophile. So again, this is in response to the video you just saw. And Candace Owens' response is, keep your young kids away from Graham Allen. No joke. My belief is that no man is capable of defending stuff like this that isn't himself perverted. But yet,
said it himself.
You defended Andrew Tate.
In 600 meters, turn left on Peachtree Street Northeast.
You had Harvey Weinstein on your show. But also, that right there is why so many big name people are afraid to call out Candace Owens.
Okay, so couple of things here, just so we're clear. My position on what he just said is I totally agree. I think many of us in the chat would agree that the not Tristan Tate, but the Andrew Tate thing, I totally agree with them. I've never understood that with Candace. I know Andrew Tate has a history with or a prior relationship with Candace's husband, George Farmer. I've never understood it. I've always been suspicious of it. I think Candace has spoken on this a couple of times. I think she's made it clear that while she don't necessarily agree, and she's even questioned him about it on her podcast before, I will agree that she's had a different energy when it's come to Andrew Tate as opposed to other people, right? I think she's going a little bit hard on Erica right now when it comes to that topic than she did with Andrew Tate. That's fair, right? I'm a fair person. That's totally fair. Same thing with Harvey Weinstein. I don't know if Harvey Weinstein is guilty or not. I know that Andrew Tate has tweeted many things that, almost unforgivable. Some completely disgusting things, very incriminating things he's tweeted himself. Videos of him talking about things he's done with the webcams. He said this himself. Things he still tweets to this day that I don't support, I don't understand. But I've already spoken about Andrew Tate. Maybe I'll put that dead link in the description. We've already exposed Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate is a Freemason. Andrew Tate is a fraud. I've spoken about all of this with Andrew Tate 100%. Andrew Tate is an agent. There's a reason why he blew up. He was supposed to blow up, right? He does all the hand signs. He has all the tweets with the numerology. He does all of these things. He created something called the War Room, which is almost identical to the structure of Freemasonry. And he's openly acknowledged Freemasonry. His father was a Freemason. These are all things about Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate is easy to prove that. Now, with everything I just said, that doesn't help your argument.
Downtown to live
it hurts
in.
it.
Not very many. Only
How
people
so,
live
D?
downtown.
How does it hurt it?
Just about as college students. Just about.
Candace Owens
Mostly
said,
these buildings are all
anybody who's
just
defending
places where people work.
what we just proved about Erica Kirk and her inappropriate relationship with a 15-year-old girl, anybody that's defending that is probably a predator themselves. Your response was not, wait, okay, that's a good point.
Turn left on Peachtree Street
What's up,
Northeast.
everybody? Look, this is one of those moments where
See?
when I see people like this and I see videos like the one we're going to be reacting to in today's live, I become so frustrated and confused that I want to just type away. I become a keyboard warrior. And I'm like, Didi, what are you doing, bro? It's not going to solve anything, right? Because these people will see your comments and they'll ignore them,
Oh,
right?
there's no
These
light
people
here.
are agents.
I stuck.
I've seen that a couple of
Waiting
other
on the light.
people have already spoken on this, but
So weird.
I want to speak on it myself because of a plethora of different reasons.
It's like it's
There's a pastor
huge.
by the
but it's
name
just
Using
so
the right lane, turn right on Lefty Street
small.
Northwest.
This is him. This guy is a piece of work. He is a piece of work. Just from a discernment perspective, I already look at the guy, I listen to the guy, I see his tweets.
Turn left on
and
Forsyth
the
Street
fact that
Northwest,
algorithm
then
even
pick up on the
supports
left.
this guy, I'm like, he's pushing an agenda. My discernment alone tells me that this guy is a snake.
Broad Street.
Everything that I'm gonna show you, and you're gonna hear from this guy
See how
in this
tiny-
live today. Remember, he's a pastor.
They're tight. The streets are so tight.
He's a pastor, and he is very upset with Candace
It's
and
so
others
big.
like Candace, who have quote unquote been attacking Erica Kirk, right? Because this pastor does not
Because
care about the facts.
If you go
He
into
does
a
not
building
care about the things that Erica Kirk has done.
far away
He
from
does
right
not care
here,
about if
in
she
no
is
time.
possibly guilty or complicit in any way, because he has all the answers already, and he
right
knows
next to
that
it.
the word widow in itself means innocence. It means untouchable. It means leave her alone. The word widow has all of a sudden taken up a completely new meaning, despite the fact that we know if a man lost his wife under suspicious circumstances and then he, continued to behave weirdly, immediately after, he will be investigated, or at least people will call for him to be investigated. But that doesn't matter to this guy. So this is the same guy that, as I said, surprise, surprise, he's a Zionist, right?
We're gonna might switch it up when we get back. I think so. I think basically heard everything about that. See what I'm saying? It's like it's close. We're just on the other side of that building, right there. So that's close. But then it's far. Because you could go up in that building, you'd be gone. How are they gonna find you? Ain't gonna be able to find you in there.
So you gotta call them. We don't have orange juice if they want any other juice.
What kind of juice?
We got cranberry, we got pineapple, we got apple and grapefruit.
Okay. I'll be right back. The other thing is parking. It's a good question. Oh, is this Landmark?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I thought I was calling the customer. Sorry, God bless you. Bye-bye. Let's see, how did that work? Call them. Okay, which one then? I have to decide myself. What do you think? Apple? Apple. Apple. Pineapple. To go with apple. Yeah. Say apple. I'll be right back. Cool place. Huh? People eating. Big bottles. Big bottles. Talk to you in a minute. God bless y'all. See you next time. Go. Kid on a bike in the middle of downtown. Craziness. Everything's just still normal. Okay. This right here. This up here. Do this thing.
Head to your pickup at Goodfellas Pizza and Wings downtown.
Okay. Now we go to the middle downtown part, which is so weird. Because, see, this block has got its own little feel, right? There's nothing. Really calm. But this block we're going to, nope. It's not the same. Has a whole nother principality over it. And it ain't a good one. So, it's a murderous one. You're probably gonna
Tweets from this guy,
feel it.
you know, speaking out against
Change it.
quote unquote pro-Palestinian or pro-Palestine crowds and protests,
Huh.
right?
There's
This
a
is
good-
him celebrating what it says. Proud American
Turn left on Walton Street Northwest.
supporters because of the 30 Americans on.
Possibly. Yo. 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 Yo, yo. You there? Can you hear me?
It was a picture of me. It was me. I said, I'm trying to save it. Hold on, I'm gonna fuck with him one more time. Hold on, I might go. Oh,
Yo.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, what was that?
Oh man, some girls upset at this dude. I tried to save him. I tried to save his niece. Man.
You went to this, you went to the thing?
What's the thing, man?
Was the thing dopest thing you ever thinked about thinking?
Nah. But it was cool. It was alright. But it wasn't the coolest thing ever, you know what I'm saying? But it was okay.
I'm at Goodfellas. Goodfellas.
You want to take me home, Zap?
You need me to?
Come on, man. I don't know. I'm doing it.
Goodfellas? Underground. Cross street from Underground. Yep, cross street from Underground. They got a couple of them, but this one's the downtown one. I think they got one across the street from the Relapse. I think so. All right, let's go. I'm at the Underground. They got a party going over there at Utopia. Yeah. You been there? Huh? Like the jacket. I might be doing some windmills in a second. This floor's kind of sleepy. Probably not. I'm at Underground. Hey. I could come over there. Let's see. Got this one. Thanks. Probably gonna be about 30 minutes until we got get there. I've got 2 DoorDashes. Hey, you need me to come? I'll come after that. Okay, get done with this. Now we can just split this food if you want to.
You say what?
I said, I'll just come get you. We can split this food if you want to.
Yeah. I'm running from a cop. So, I'm trying to, but it's cool. I'm trying to get away from him. But I just passed him. Holy shit. Here we go.
All this area is shut down.
Oh, where you are?
Yeah, they're gonna probably rebuild. They're gonna probably tear it down and rebuild all those buildings. Make it like a nice place to live. Or either that or it's gonna be office complexes, one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right by Underground. That would be the smartest thing. Build an apartment complex at Underground. Who the freak would want to live there? You know?
I don't think anybody.
Every rat in Georgia would. Nah, man, I love that. Would be dope living there, bro. Come out on the street. You're out there. You're on these streets. That'd be wild. Walking out your door right here.
Yo, so there was this cop. I passed him. I was trying to avoid him, and I went right around the block back to him.
Dang.
That was crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
What up? What up? What up, though? Yeah. The concrete
Doing
jungle.
pretty good though.
Dope.
Huh?
The concrete jungle.
Yeah, but I mean, holy shit. Okay, that's not him. I said, oh my
Found him again.
god. Yeah, it's hilarious. Yeah. Oh shit.
Yep. Now there's one behind me. He's right on my ass. I'm just sitting here. He's probably like DEA detective. I'm at the Capitol now. So the cops right here, the big time cops.
Oh, the real deal.
Yeah. Come out with a blacked out car, the whole car black. Whoop, stopping, but I can go. All can go, yeah. All can go on red, yeah. All can go on red. If I can't, the police will pull me over and tell me all we on red. So it's alright.
Yeah, that was so scary. I said, oh, damn. I ran right back into him. Oh, shit. Yeah, that was hilarious. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, man.
Oh, what's that?
It was a bump. It was a pothole, but
A bump hole.
a bump hole.
I say that cop car. I can't tell it. She's sheriff. Sheriff car. Patrick. Bye, Patrick. Patrick Labatt. God told me if I ever see him to tell him some stuff. But I never saw him. I just seen his deputy cheating on his wife with
He was
another
the
lady.
bat. He was the bat.
Patrick Labatt. Fulton County Sheriff.
So there was this guy named Nab. He was fired, but I had to leave because God kept saying, you gotta go, you gotta go, you gotta go, you gotta go, you gotta go. And I'm like, shit. So then last minute, yo, you about to get, it's over. It's over. And I'm like, oh damn, I gotta go. So I had to get out of there.
Then he went around the block twice.
Fucking sad. Horrible.
I gotta
I'm gonna
go.
stop at Wendy's. I need to stop at Wendy's.
Yeah.
I need to be able to perform on high speed. You know?
Yeah.
But they may not be open. But I'm gonna try.
They open. It's only 12.
Hello? Can I get a big stack with double stack? With Sprite? With a sweet sour sauce? Yep. I done made it that. I done made it to the finish line now. I done ate. I
Yeah.
done ate a little bit. I ain't never doing this again. I knew when you said it, I envisioned this moment. I'm being funny. Literally, huh? Thanks so much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. Well, I'm gonna do it. I gotta wake up before it's over, man.
For what's over?
Because people telling me if I don't stop fucking around, you're gonna take it, brother. You're gonna ruin me.
Don't do what he said. Do it. Don't fuck around.
Huh?
I don't even know what we're talking about, but you know, do what he said. Don't do what I said.
Well, he told me not. I went, but I should have not have been drinking as much as I've been drinking. I've been drinking, man. I spent all my money today. I can feel it. I know I did. I can feel the money spent that. I can feel it.
Yeah, you know that feeling.
Yeah. I drank it all, man. Damn. Yeah, I need to do something, man. I'm gonna fucking. If I don't do nothing, and I got all this talent and I do nothing, man. I gotta at least do one of the things I know how to do, you know? Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. Appreciate you.
Well, did you meet anybody that you needed to meet?
Kinda. Yes. I met the right one. Well, yeah. And I was also pretty seen, but I was seen enough to where it was time to go.
Dope.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, alright, I'm drunk now. I'm only gonna go down from here. I gotta go.
Yeah. Time to go. Before I mess up whatever good I did.
But I feel like I really almost missed it, you know?
Huh. The window to go?
Like, huh?
You almost missed the window to go?
Yeah, I feel it. I feel that's exactly what I almost did. So, I met a guy who said, I made the underground.
What was his name?
I'm a Spearhead X. You ever heard of him?
He's a rapper?
No, I ain't DJ.
He's a promoter?
A little of all that too, but yeah, he said he broke a lot of records. And in my mind, I'm like, yo, who the fuck are you? You know what I mean?
Yeah, we talking about records.
Yeah, yeah, right. You're speaking another language, bro. I'm a fake DJ, man. I'm a DJ because I'm a DJ, but you're talking about the business. I don't know nothing about that. What are you talking about? What does that mean? So I asked, what does that mean? And he said, before I did what I did, there was no underground. Oh. Okay. Still don't know what the fuck he was talking about.
Yeah, I got it. So far, he ain't said, he's talking loud and saying nothing. But I ain't saying he didn't do nothing. It's just saying so far he ain't said nothing. He
Yeah.
might have done it all, but I don't know what that is.
That's how it made it seem.
But normally, you don't tell people that. Other people tell people that.
Yeah, because, I mean, look at him. Even the guy he had is like a music producer for famous people. Like his last guy was like a music producer for famous people.
So,
You know, like,
now I know what he's talking about. He's talking about rituals.
and he was. And yo, the guy who was the headliner, who was like the famous producer and shit,
Yeah,
he like, nigga was nasty.
he was.
Yeah, he was actually really good. He could scratch and everything. Like, what the fuck? Fuck me up. Man, I probably spent like $50 in there just now.
Shoot. I'm glad
Yeah,
I DoorDashed. I made 10.
Yeah, I gotta stop trying to be a macho man. You've been giving out like $10 tips, you know? Like,
Yeah.
I got it.
I do know. I mean, but you know, you gotta give them a tip. Maybe not a 10, but depends on what you get, I guess.
I got $4 a year, bro.
Yeah,
So,
$4
I
beer
don't
and
really-
a $10 tip.
said, here you go, man. Here you go, good pal.
I usually give them, if it's a $4 beer, I probably give them the $6 and then come back and get another one and don't give them a tip. I already gave them 2 tips. Stay out of the street and don't run from the police.
Talking to me?
No, I was telling them, you know, because I already gave them some money and I gave them some information. Now, I need a beer.
How you giving him a tip? Yeah. I used to work for the Salvation Army. And when people would leave stuff that I wanted, I would just say thank you.
Thank you. I want it.
That's a good joke, man.
I didn't know if it was a joke or it was real.
I heard a good joke.
Yeah. Thank you. I got all this stuff. My job don't need it. They got enough stuff. They got enough stuff. I could have bought
Yeah,
it.
like if I saw... Oh, shit.
What?
Can't celebrate too soon, man. I gotta get home.
Yeah, you know.
Found myself driving in between 2 lanes.
Don't do
Just
that,
happy
bro.
eating a burger.
Don't do that, man.
Well, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. You know what I'm doing? I'm reading between the lines, brother. That's fucking sophisticated. If I was drunk,
That's why we need to make a drunk character.
yeah, man.
I'm sophisticated.
I'm sophisticated. I'm not drunk. Could I be sophisticated if I was drunk?
Hell no, officer. Did I go the right way? Yes.
So how late do you drive till?
Tina gets off tonight at 2:30, so I'm pretty much done about 1, 2 o'clock, something like that. Depending
Do
on.
you smoke? Do you have any Jenga, or you just
Sometimes I do,
try?
sometimes I don't.
But if you do, you get rid of it pretty early, I'm guessing.
Well, I mean, or just make sure you don't leave any smells. You know? Because, see, like, you can go to Atlanta, you go out on the street.
Do you have like a DoorDash lamp?
No. You know what I got? I'm going to tell you what you need to get.
You got Jesus, brother.
I got it on the back of the car. I got 3 Jesus stickers. One says, "Do you follow Jesus this closely?" Another one says that Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. And then another one that's just a little cross.
Oh, brother, you're going to have to give me that. What would Jesus do? Would he pull me over right now?
What? That's the best sticker ever. I'm going to make that one up. You made it up. I'm going to bite it. And I'll give you part of the money.
You won't work for me?
You want to work for it? Yeah, you want to be my partner?
Yeah, man, don't worry about it. I do all the work. I do everything. You just show up, really. That's all I need. I need to show up. Can you do that?
So let's see.
Can you do that for me?
I got to figure out what would Jesus do. Would he pull me over right now?
Yeah, that's a good sticker.
That is hilarious.
That's a good sticker right there.
WWJD. That's all it says. WWJD. Would you pull me over right now?
That's it.
I like it.
Wow.
Let's see. Where's it? Right there?
Well, Jesus wouldn't do that.
Number.
He would give me another chance. Jesus would forgive me for my sins and let me live. He'd say, Paul, I recommend you stop. You know, I feel like that's all God been doing. I feel like
Right there.
God, that's why people don't think God got no power. He should be recommending shit. You know what I'm saying? I recommend you stop. Anybody stop you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, stop fucking that. I recommend you stop fucking that girl.
Uh-oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shoot. I think I have, yeah. Okay, that's it. That's a good question, because basically not. I haven't heard him say it about that. Let's see which one is it. Hallelujah. Okay. Go. Where we going? We got 9 minutes. Where's this? Tricky. I just realized this app will trick your ass. This Uber Eats. Like they asked me to do a run, but the restaurant closed. So I had to cancel the run. And then they asked me if I would do a run that was no good. But I have to say yes, because you don't want to do 2 cancels at one time. They're like, hey, you canceled twice. So they know that.
Oh. So they stop giving you rides when you cancel?
Yeah, eventually.
Oh.
Yep. So you can't be doing cancels. So but that's what
You know what I think of that?
they sent me to a restaurant that don't look like it's been open in a month. And then I said, you know, this restaurant's closed. And they said, okay, so you want to cancel? And I'm like, no, I don't want to cancel. I have to. So you do want to cancel? I guess yes. Okay, well, let's strike against you. Better not do nothing else bad. What?
You want to know why? Can I tell you why, man?
Why?
You ain't gonna believe this, but it's because you're black. And listen, when you're black, brother, you can't get everything you want, brother. You're just gonna have to accept what you're gonna get. So, that's all I can tell you, bro.
What about if you're
black?
Jay-Z, you can pretty much get anything you want.
Nah, man, he's going to jail.
Nah.
As long as that real for him.
Nah, he going to Israel. He'll move to Israel.
I'm trying to tell you, folks. They're going to be going to jail, but and 20 years later, they're going to get out. And then they're finally going to tell the truth about what's been going on.
They're going to start back the, what's the name of his record label? I forget. Rock something. Rock Nation. He's going to start back the Rock Nation when he gets back out. 20 years. Actually, he going to get, like, you know, 4 for 1. Every day he does, this counts like 45 days. So he does like 4 days and you know, he's out.
Oh, that's real. That's 3 years right there.
Whatever he's done for the Illuminati, they love him. You know? They think.
Well, everybody has a time, right? And his time is over.
His time is now over.
Well, never mind, I take it back. I don't want to say that and be wrong.
I mean, they might give him a promotion. Let him turn into Harvey Weinstein. He can run the whole...
Where's he gonna go?
He can go to Hollywood.
All the other positions are full. If nobody wants to die, they're not going to let him in.
Yeah, but they did dethrone that other guy because they made his kid kill him. And now he can take that guy's position. He can start wearing glasses and look smart and tell everybody that, you know, they look good on camera.
He was bigger than him.
Whoa! Yeah, he was. So how's he gonna... He's gonna get demoted? Is that what I said?
Yeah, that's what you've been saying all the time.
Dang.
He's gonna get demoted.
That's what you said. I said he's gonna get promoted. But then I gave him a smaller job. I forgot what his job was already. What happened? I thought the movie industry was bigger. Than the
Maybe it is, man.
than the singing, the recording industry. Recording may be bigger.
I don't know. Yeah, you gotta ask them.
It's whoever does the most sex magic. That's who wins. So Jay-Z has done a lot more sex magic than that other guy. So he wins.
That's what they claim, man, but I don't know for sure.
You know who does? Allie Carter. She said that she kept waking up and Harvey Weinstein would have his fingers in her.
Huh.
Said she'd go to sleep with Jay-Z and wake up, Harvey Weinstein would be there.
I don't believe it.
You don't believe her? Who do you think was there? Just Jay-Z, Beyonce.
That's a hot take, man, but keep this one to yourself, man. Michael Jackson.
Now remember, we're broadcasting when you say this. You said keep it to yourself. I'm like, I'm broadcasting here.
No, I was joking.
We got some likes though. They're like, these guys are funny as shit.
And it was a joke.
All of this is all alleged and it's all jokes.
No, it's not even alleged. I made it up.
No, I mean,
made this one up.
if anything else we said, that would be alleged, or else we made it up and it's a lie. So most of it was just lies and made up stuff, except for the part about Candace Owens. She is crazy. She's a psycho, and she wants to eat your children. So, you know, that part's true.
Right.
Turn left on Las Olas Drive.
For the state of Israel. President Trump just shared a powerful message he received from U.S. Ambassador to Israel, Mike Huckabee. We all need to... Okay, somebody said they liked the shirt. Well, I appreciate it. Link is in the description. This is my, don't put me in a box.
Just ahead, drop off on the right.
It looked a lot better in person than I thought it was going to look. Yeah. So, very, very interesting. But before we get into the video of this guy,
drop off on the right.
Demolish the nonsense he was saying, the lies that he spread, the fact that he waited until Candace went on to vacation. Before we get into all of that,
Shaniqua V says, meet at door. Please call once you arrive or once you're nearby.
this fake pastor, or Alan Graham, whatever his name is.
Shaniqua V says, meet at door. Please call once you arrive or once you're nearby.
He's been accused of being a real life snake.
A snake. He's talking about snake. He's talking about snake. He's talking about real live snake. He's talking about snake. 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 That's right. That's right. Let me check, make sure. Check it and make sure. Check it and make sure. Check it and make sure. Where's the number yet? There it is. Got it. 3695. Nothing. I'm gonna go over here and look at.
Head to your pickup at Lost in the South Kitchen.
Broadcasting is a bit crazy, because yeah, especially if you're trying to do the kind of broadcasting I'm trying to do, which is continuous broadcasting. I don't think anybody wants to do that. Implicate ourselves. You know, that's what it's a difficult thing. But I think it may be
Raised and spent $700,000 to run for Congress and never even filed the paperwork to get his name on the ballot. But he did spend $19,000 buying his own book and another $30,000 on quote-unquote campaign apparel for his race. This is to set the groundwork. This is who we're dealing with.
This is something I've been wanting to do for a long
We have to react to his video. It's one of the wildest things, man. But something that's even more wild is his comment section. I thought we were at a place. I know the world is big. I know there's a lot of humans in the world. But I was truly under the impression.
Just ahead, turn right on Van Hill Road.
I was truly under the impression that most people, even those that were pro TPUSA, have
Turn right on Van Hill Road.
For what they were. I thought because there are so many videos out here. Conservatives, liberals, progressives, Democrats, Republicans, independents, libertarians, people who don't even know their political affiliations. They don't even follow politics. People
Just ahead, turn right on Roosevelt Highway.
Exposing so many different things that have come out. And there's still a huge audience of people.
Turn right on Roosevelt Highway.
There's still a huge audience of people that seem to not have seen it. I went under this guy's video on YouTube and I was like, people are praising this dude. They're thanking him. They're agreeing with him.
In 0.6 mile, keep right onto State Route 14 Spurs using the right lane.
Also, before we get to his video, I would like to reveal to you all that the story about Erica Kirk being a potential PDF file for interacting and engaging in an inappropriate relationship or dealings with a 15-year-old girl at the time, I believe her name was Jillian. Well, we have a major update. A major update.
What's that?
To that story. Here, let me pull it up. Thanks to none other than Candace Owens. So before we even
Keep right onto State Route 14 Spurs.
defending Erica Kirk, I'm about to show you the update that we just got. Let's see what this guy's gonna have to say to this. Because there's no defending this, buddy. Okay. So it says, wow, update in the Erica Kirk Jillian It says someone sent me a tip. Upon further research,
In 2 miles, keep right toward Georgia 279.
relationship with Erica, Jillian, who was 15 years old at the time, lived in a trailer park within a neighborhood that is known for the highest incident of child sex transportations. I forwarded the information to Jillian and she confirmed it is true. So to recap, after striking up a bizarre friendship with a 15-year-old girl who lives in a trailer park without a father, a then 25-year-old Erica proceeds to love bomb Jillian by telling her how beautiful she is. She then asks Jillian for her address to send her chocolate-covered strawberries, meaning Erica was plenty aware of where Jillian lived. Erica knew she was not living, Erica knew she was not living with the father in the home, just like Erica knew she was a minor, and yet according to Jillian, this did not stop Erica from arranging for her to get photographs taken without her ever having communicated with her mother. Any person defending this is demented. To be clear, I am not accusing Erica of having committed any crime, but I am
In
saying
a half mile, keep right toward Georgia 279 using the right lane.
it is utterly impossible that Erica continues to have proximity
Sorry.
to people, places, and organizations accused of
Just thinking of
child
this guy.
sex transportations.
That's accusing Candace Owens of saying that having an affair is romantic. And so, in fact, that's why they make romance novels with affairs in them. So what she was saying was factual. But the guy didn't say anything about Erica Kirk romancing a 15-year-old. So it's kind of funny.
Great Lakes Crossing Outlet, 4000 Baldwin Road, Auburn Hills, is the #1 SCX transportation location in the state of Michigan. Okay, it's Michigan, not Missouri. Due to its confusing layout, close proximity to the I-75 expressway, making getaway very easy and convenient, in proximity to urban blighted areas such as Pontiac. I work down the road, and my patients and I know to never go there alone, a woman, or at night, and to keep your children close at all times. It has a very scary reputation. See attached for evidence via Facebook posts. Local police have tried denying the claims through local media outlets, but residents know these claims to be true. I myself had a recent experience last month of an older man standing next to the women's restroom in the Bass Pro Shop, seemingly waiting for someone, yet no one came out of the bathroom and he did not move. When I saw Auburn Hills come up, my mind immediately started drawing these connections. In addition, I did some searching of Jill Flacone's current and previous addresses to see if her positioning in life made her a vulnerable target for Erica. Sure enough, see attached for evidence. I am not trying to shame the girl, but these are facts that I think you should be made aware of. Okay, where are we at now? And to give you some inside Michigan perspective, I know you have been in touch with Jill, so maybe you can confirm this, but I believe at the time of her relationship,
In a quarter mile, turn right.
or Falcone may have been a resident of blank, which is a trailer in a trailer park on the outskirts of Pontiac. Per Google, poverty is considered a primary root cause and vulnerability factor for human transportations, including
Turn right.
transportations. Transporters actively prey on the financially vulnerable. Keep up the good work. Do what in the world?
Yeah, sorry.
That is, and remember, for those of you that don't remember this, obviously we know about Romanian
In a
state.
quarter mile, turn left on Surrey Trail using the left lane.
The location of TPUSA in Arizona is apparently, allegedly, it's also a hotbed for that as well because of the location. I forget what it is. I believe somewhere across the street of either the headquarters of TPUSA, I believe it is. I interviewed the guy who formerly worked at TPUSA. If you all remember and saw that video, he was telling me that the headquarters is across the street from a place that everyone knows is a hotbed for human SEX transportations.
Turn left.
That's wild. That is so wild. That is so wild. And yeah, like, yeah, it's not a coincidence. We know it's not a coincidence.
Pick up on the left.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy, man. Hit the like button on your way in.
I didn't understand.
And with that, everybody, we're gonna go ahead and hop over here to this guy's video. Again, his name is Grant. That the headquarters is across the street from a place that everyone knows is a hotbed for human SEX allegedly. It's also a hotbed for that as well because of the location. I forget what it is. I believe somewhere across the street of either the headquarters of TPUSA, I believe it is. I interviewed the guy who formerly worked at TPUSA. If you all remember and saw that video, he was telling me that the headquarters is across the street from a place that everyone knows is a hotbed for human SEX transportations. So that's wild.
Okay.
That is so wild. That is so wild. And yeah, like, yeah, it's not a coincidence. We know it's not a coincidence.
Okay.
That's crazy, man.
Yep. Get some more in a minute. Southside Wings cross street. Then you got Los and the Sauce over here. I think this one gets more business than the Southside Wings. Seems so to me. Got two of them. I got Angela and DeBarry.
Head to your drop-off at 5058. Head to your drop-off at 5058 Saddle Creek Circle. Head to your drop-off at 5058 Saddle Creek Circle.
I'd rather him just ask me for the money. Like, you can't be like 100. You can't be $100.
Show me candle. And I just didn't know what I had to do. Yep. Remember. Alright, that part of the show. Yep. What I needed is a camera first. Camera first. Probably not, more than what. But never know. One way to go. But camera person job is difficult for sure. But I think eventually I'll have one. Glory to one God Almighty. And his son, Yeshua.
Head to your drop-off at 5058 Saddle Creek Circle.
Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Hold on. Well, let's see. Okay. Push it up like that. I guess it gets better. Breathability.
Turn left on Old National Highway. In a quarter mile, keep right toward I-285 East using the right lane.
Well, what happened to our show? Kind of got sidetracked, didn't I? In my own brain.
Hit the like button on your way in. And with that, everybody, we're going to go ahead and hop over here to this guy's video. Again, his name is Graham Allen. And I want you all to listen to the nonsense of this guy.
Keep right toward I-285 East, then keep left.
Let's get this down right. Okay. So the name of this video is The Truth About Candace Owens. She wanted a war. Here's my response. So what do we know about this guy already? We already know that he's been accused of stealing.
In a quarter mile, keep left toward International using the left 2 lanes.
With the government or with the IRS, as he ran his political campaign. We also know that this guy is a
Keep
scientist.
left toward International.
Scientist. We also know that he doesn't care about the facts. These are all things that we've already established about this guy. He does not care about the facts about TBUSA, Charlie Kirk, Erica Kirk. He doesn't care. So let's take a listen to what he has to say here with that information.
Right, what's going on in America? How's everybody doing this Monday? So, we're getting reports that X is down. Unfortunate timing, given today's show. Today's episode is going to be a little bit different. Friday afternoon, many of you know that I have been a very outspoken person against
In 2 miles, continue straight to stay on I-285 East.
Charlie, to his legacy, to his children, but even more especially so to Erica, his widow.
People like this are so weird. He sits here and he speaks broadly. He speaks vaguely. He knows he's speaking into the abyss because he's being extremely disingenuous. So he won't get into the specificities of what he's talking about. Instead, he's just going to speak more broadly. What she's doing to Charlie, what she's doing to Erica, what she doing, Graham. How about you have somebody on your show? Or how about you feature on somebody else's show who can actually challenge the nonsense that you're saying? How come you people always go into echo chambers or you just talk to the camera? Because you know you're lying.
I believe her intentions to be non-pure. I believe her reasonings to be evil. I believe that she's suffering from some type of mental break, possibly even demonic depression of some sorts.
In a half mile, continue straight to stay on I-285 East using the left 3 lanes.
Because she's going on this break this week to make another hit piece documentary on Erica Kirk. She decided to take things up a notch with me publicly. And she made several horrific, ghastly
Continue straight to stay on I-285 East.
that these accusations not only affect me and my reputation and my character, it affects my family, it affects...
Oh my God. So now he's a victim. Now he's the victim. Remember, this is a pastor. At no point in this video are you going to ever get pastor vibes from him. Ever. At best, you may get the vibe from a person who has loosely heard about God at some point in their life. She's ruining your reputation. Is that what you're stating, bro? Have you seen the tweets? If you ever had any credibility, it was shot a long time ago.
Hey there. I know this might seem out of the blue, but I was wondering if you might pray with me real quick.
Hello everyone, welcome to Laser Talk. Alright, well, today's program is one of its kind. It's politically relevant and culturally satisfying for the curious mind. And I promise it's an interesting program. We worked hard for this one. Oh, what happened? They got froze. Hold on, let me fix this. Okay, I think this will fix it. What's going on here?
Victory is mine.
Internet? Is it
Victory
internet?
is mine.
Okay.
Victory today is mine. Yours is
Okay, I'm back.
I told Satan,
Alright, well,
get
what
thee
a start.
behind.
Yes, it's going to be
Victory
an interesting
today
program.
is mine.
Culturally rich content and politically Happy New Year. The year of the horse is here. I hope your year is off to a strong start. Now, in today's China, New Year's Eve isn't just about family reunion. It carries political meaning and is a dangerous time. Why? Because Xi Jinping was spooked by a homophone. The word Chuxi which means New Year's Eve, sounds just like truce, remove.
Files, your soul might be at risk. A lot of you have been asking me why I haven't been talking about the Epstein files, and I want to be honest with you. It's not because I don't care. It's not because I think it matters. It's because I haven't felt peace from the Lord to go deep into this topic. And I think that the reason that I haven't felt peace is the exact reason that most of you shouldn't be going deep into this topic either. And by the end of this video, I'm going to share with you the 60-second version of what's in those files so that you at least have the context that you need. But more importantly, I'm going to tell you why I spent 13 years researching this kind of material and why the Lord has pulled me out of it, because I think that a lot of Christians right now are consuming darkness in a way that's damaging their souls and their discernment without even realizing it. So here's what you need to know about the Epstein files. In November 2025, Congress passed the Epstein Files Transparency Act. Trump signed it. The DOJ had 30 days to release.
It's like the Epstein files for dummies or something. That's the videos they're promoting right now. Stupid videos. This one's not. This one's savvy.
Take right exit 52 onto I-675 South.
All right. Happy Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Savvy Savs Podcast. I'm your host, Sabrina Salvati. If you're new, I do want to let you know that Savvy Savs Podcast is a part of Revolutionary Blackout Network. You can catch me there for our monthly roundtable, and you can catch me here on Tuesday, Thursday, and Sundays. I want to give a shout out to everyone watching on YouTube, Twitter, and Rumble. And welcome back, guys. We have big news tonight. We have 6 stories that we're going to get into tonight, and we will do call-in after the show. I figured people definitely probably want to chat after tonight's stories. So many things to get into, ladies and gents. Let me start out by giving shout-outs to some of the comrades here in the chat. What is going on, fam? Shout out to Samaya. Says, Savvy, take on Pacman. He is set to lose a large segment of Democrats to you. I assume you mean David Pacman. Yeah, he would never come on here. He would never come on here. He would never bring me on his show because of the things that I say. So I hear you, but he would never, no, that would never happen. Shout out to Najee, says, Love France. Welcome, France. Greetings, Frank says, disgusting racial slur by TP USA against Candace. They are desperate. Well, you know, we're going to get into it tonight. We're going to get into it tonight because tonight's theme is my own worst enemy. And sometimes, like, you don't really have to do much for people to show you who they are. So we're going to get into all of that. Greetings, Blockbuster says, hi. Shout out to Jason, says, AI will destroy Hollywood. I can see that happening. Greetings, Joanne says, hey, Savvy.
In 2 miles, take right exit 5 toward Ellenwood Road.
Greetings, CBC Voter says, happy Tuesday, Savvy and Eric. Shout out to One Pissed Off Citizen. At Savvy and Eric, sound like a good lineup. See you then. What's up, Cloudness says, and another bites the dust. Rest in piss, messy Jesse. Oh, Lord. You betrayed us, and you have to answer to the ancestors for your transgressions. But good riddance, these sellouts are falling by the wayside. Yeah, we do have that's the bonus story tonight. For those who are not aware, Jesse Jackson has died. So we're going to get into all of that. Greetings, Mart Selena says, I don't know if it's old news, but I just confirmed this. If you go to Epstein Library and search no images produced, click on any links, change the ending of the URL from PDF to MP4, videos will show. Yeah, I saw that on X. I tried to do it, it didn't work for me, but I think maybe I just did something wrong. You know, and that's very much possibly the case. Greetings, Mr. Moto says 11 demands. Well, I just don't know. Maybe we'll start with 1. Don't punish me with brutality. Talk to me so you can see what's going on. Greetings, New York Varsity said Randy Fine is a disgusting human being and they let him tweet whatever he wants. Yeah, he said something really nasty again. All right, I gotta tell you.
In a half mile, take right exit 5 toward Ellenwood Road using the right lane.
There's no one more blatantly nasty and disgusting and says more vile things than Randy Fine. He is just, I don't understand how he got in the first place. Greetings, good food only. I had a feeling LeBron would be on the next thumbnail. You know me so well. You know me so well.
Take right exit 5 toward Ellenwood Road, then keep left.
Shout out to Lawrence. Says Catapult for Congress in Illinois. Oh, 9.
In a quarter mile, keep left toward Ellenwood using the left lane.
Don't go to Harvard. And welcome to the rest of you as well. As I said, we have quite a bit to get into.
Keep left toward Ellenwood, then turn left on Forest Parkway.
Thank you guys so much for being a patron. Really do appreciate you, fam. If you're interested in being a patron, we have 5 categories. We have the ultimate. Don't forget about the Sabinators. They're no later gators. We have the Sabsters doing their thing there. We also have Sabbies, which is still the most popular group of patrons, is the Sabbies. That's the most people there. And last but not least, we want to give a big shout out, of course, to the members. All of their names are listed here, ladies and gents, and you can also see their names scrolling across the bottom of the screen on the ticker throughout the show. I want to give a shout out to new Savvy patrons. We call them newbies. Let's give it up for Coffee Shufford and La Cherish. La Cherish. Maybe it's La Cherish? La Cherish? That sounds like the name of a band. La Cherish. Like maybe a band from like 1989. La Cherish. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate you. And welcome to the show, ladies and gents. Let's go ahead and show you that thumbnail so you can see what we are discussing tonight. Again, we have 6 news stories for you because we have that breaking news story about Jesse Jackson passing away as well. Tonight, ladies and gents, we are discussing, oh boy, this is a big one. I knew it was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen. I told you. If you've been watching me for a couple of years, I told you this was coming. Oh, the tables have turned. The gentleman there next to Candace Owens is the producer for the Charlie Kirk show, and he definitely showed his whole ass on Twitter. He is calling Candace Owens a DEI hire. I told you this was going to happen. So we're going to get into that, ladies and gents. Like I said, sometimes you don't have to do too much for people to show you who they really are. So we'll get into that.
In a quarter mile, turn left on Saddle Creek Circle.
It's running drills. Yes, running drills, ladies and gents. This is also around the time that the U.S. is sending more Navy ships to Iran. They were supposed to be in talks for some type of negotiation. It doesn't look like that's going to
Turn
happen.
left on Saddle Creek
So
Circle.
we got to make sure we keep up with that as well. We're also going to discuss, I'm finally getting to this story after I gathered enough information. The Epstein Zorro Ranch is in the news right now because it appears that New Mexico legislators have been able to get something going to get permission to search that property. I'm going to tell you how this also ties in with Turning Point USA. We're also going to discuss LeBron. Oh, LeBron.
In a quarter-mile drop off on the right.
After recent comments that he made in regards to Israel, I'm going to show you why LeBron is wrong and who you should actually listen to instead that is also on that court. So I'm going to show you some comparisons. There are some better people out there on the basketball court on this issue. We're also going to discuss, you see the picture of Donald Trump right there. The Trump administration is now announcing that they have targeted social media companies to go after people who are criticizing ICE, asking for their name, their address, etc. This is exactly what I was warning people about. And of course, this is happening right after Discord announced this age verification for their platform. And last but not least, the breaking news story, ladies and gents.
Drop off on the right.
Not heard, which is that Jesse Jackson has died. To that as well. The theme tonight is many of you may have heard of it if you liked rock music. I don't know what happened to rock music. Like rock
Jabari W says, need a door.
all these different rock bands like in the mainstream. So I know there's still like underground rock bands, but nowadays when I turn on the radio, and sometimes I do when I'm driving my car, I do not hear rock music, like new rock music. I find myself listening
Drop
to
off on the left
music because I'm like, where are the new rock bands? And it was brought to my attention, and again, shout out to Nico House and some other ones for this one. There is a band that just reached #1 on the Billboard rock charts, alternative music chart. And that is this band called Paradox, which I had never heard of before until recently. And I wish I could play it on here, but I can't. Look them up for yourselves. I love it because it brings back that Blink 182 sound, which we used to call like happy punk rock or something like that. You guys know Blink 182. It's that type of sound. And it really takes you back to that moment. Paradox. Until then, I guess I'll be on my journey. Like, where are the new rock bands? Where are they? But the theme again tonight is my own worst enemy, because, you know, in that song, the band Lit, they talk about how a lot of the problems that they run into are things that they created on their own, not that other people created. I think he says in the song, the smoke alarm is going off and there's a cigarette still burning. He says, you know, he's sleeping in his car with his clothes on, but it's the things that he has done that has led to this. So we're going to use that for tonight's theme for the stories, and I think you'll understand why, ladies and gents. Okay, if you haven't had a chance to do so, do me a solid and smash that like button. Thank you. And if you're new, don't forget to like, sub, and share, just like a Care Bear. Let's keep it rocking and rolling. Speaking of rock, let's get into the breaking news story, ladies and gents. So this one was the first thing that I saw earlier today, and that is that Jesse Jackson has died. And, you know, people have mixed feelings about Jesse Jackson. I'll be very clear about that. You know, some people are very happy with the work that he did for like civil rights. Even some of his, you know, presidential campaigns, I think he ran twice. Some people are happy about it. And then some people have said that they believe that the Fed, that he was, you know, he was one of the people that was standing there at that motel way when, you know, MLK was assassinated. And
head to your drop off at 2891 Port Royal Lane.
Played a role in that. I don't have evidence to prove that. But there's some things that I do want to show you about him that you may not be aware of. Here, ladies and gents, earlier today, Jesse Jackson, 84 years old, has has died.
As ABC News has confirmed, Reverend Jesse Jackson has died. A towering figure of the civil rights movement, rising to prominence in the 1960s alongside Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., a vocal champion fighting for desegregation and equality for Black Americans and marginalized communities, a fierce advocate for voting rights. Reverend Jackson was at the Lorraine Motel in Memphis the night Dr. King was assassinated. He was standing in the courtyard and was among the first to reach him after that fatal shot was fired. He founded Operation Push, dedicated to improve the economic status of
standards for building like this class movement. But I think we do need to realize
in a quarter-mile turn right on West Panola Road.
From Jesse Jackson. When Jesse Jackson was running for president, he had that populist campaign platform. And so you'll see a little bit later where I'll show you where Jesse Jackson actually met with Bernie Sanders before Bernie, even ran for president, etc.
Yeah, see him running all catching the boule.
Back and see where these things came from. Now I say that to bring this up as well because
turn right on West Panola Road.
Research is that Jesse Jackson was also trying to push the Democratic Party in a more progressive direction, and that did not pan out. So this whole idea of pushing the Democratic Party, that's not new. People were trying this quite some time ago. Let's continue on.
Reverend Jackson was visibly moved to tears when President Obama was first elected in 2008. The realization of his lifelong work and unparalleled victory of the civil rights movement. His life was dedicated to civil rights during some of America's most turbulent times. A legacy of steadfast activism, giving a voice to millions and helping reshape the American landscape. Here's ABC's Pierre Thomas with a look back at Jackson's life.
All of his life, the Reverend Jesse Jackson preaching, exhorting, demanding justice, requests to help his people and nation overcome.
It's the bottom. It's the foundation.
Always marching, civil rights nonviolent soldier. There he was, shoulder to shoulder with Martin Luther King Jr. after witnessing the beatings of Bloody Day on television. Jackson eventually became one of the top lieutenants in the critical Southern Christian Leadership Conference, which challenged the Jim Crow South's withering oppression. A witness to history, he was there on that fateful April evening when King was struck down by an assassin's bullet.
This is what some people point to, right? When I told you some people felt as though Jesse Jackson was an informant, they point to this moment. They said that Jesse Jackson was the one that told him to move up to the second floor.
In a quarter-mile turn right on I-675 north using the right lane.
I know for sure. I don't know that for sure. But this is one of the things that people had pointed towards.
I tried to feel his head and I asked him, Dr. King, do you hear me? Dr. King, do you hear me? And he didn't say anything.
After a leadership
turn right on I-675 north.
Jackson split from the SCLC and formed a new organization, People United to Save Humanity, PUSH.
After Dr. King, I don't think anyone captured the spirit of America like Reverend Jackson, and he took the movement north. I think Jesse Jackson was the link from that generation of King and them all the way to my generation, and then the generation behind me.
Now we do know, I do know, and I covered this before, that Al Sharpton definitely was an informant, right? So I do know about that. I do have evidence of that.
The first wave of the civil rights movement had succeeded in breaking down significant barriers. Jackson's primary focus was on economic empowerment.
We know that we're worthy of respect and protection, but nobody really knows our name, so we're really still struggling.
He broke boundaries in politics, twice running for president. First in 1984, under the banner of a rainbow coalition.
Our flag is red, white, and blue. But our nation is rainbow. Red, yellow, brown, black, and white, all precious in God's sight.
Now, where did he get the Rainbow Coalition from, right? I'm pretty sure he got that idea from the Black Panthers. So you see that nothing is new, right? You see that people usually take things that have already happened and try to recycle it and add something a little bit new towards it. So it just goes to show you how far back this goes.
In 1988, he was for a time Democratic Party's frontrunner for the presidential nomination. Winning 11 primaries and caucuses before eventually losing the nomination to Massachusetts Governor Michael Dukakis.
I'd rather go down in the stirring fight than trials to death and the sheltered shore.
Jackson also took on the role of freelance international negotiator, meeting with some of the world's most brutal tyrants.
That's something I wanted people to see. That one thing I will say is Jesse Jackson was willing to meet with people, especially in regards to foreign policy, that other people were not willing to meet with. So yeah, he did meet with Fidel Castro, right?
In 2 miles, keep right onto I-285 East.
Activist Jesse Jackson has become an intermediary in the Middle East.
In 1984, he met with Syria's Hafez al-Assad.
Goodwin and Reverend Jackson arrived at Andrews Air Force Base,
securing the release of downed American naval officer Lieutenant Robert Goodman. In 1990, he held talks with Saddam Hussein, with free foreign nationals being held in Iraq issued shields. And in 1999, he went behind enemy lines again to meet with Slobodan Milosevic to negotiate the return of 3 American prisoners of war. At times, he was a spiritual advisor, counseling President Clinton in his darkest hour, facing impeachment over a sex scandal. But Jackson had his own moments where he fell far short of what he had championed. In the mid-1980s, facing controversy for allegedly making a highly offensive remark about the Jewish community.
We're going to get to something else here in just a second, because I wanted you to see this as well, even going back then, right? So the comment that he made wasn't anti-Semitic, but I'm going to show you what he said in the interview. But look at how even
in a half mile, keep right onto I-285 East using the right 2 lanes.
That's part of the reason why he did not get the Democratic Party nomination. They have done this to other people. I told you they did it to Charles Barron, who was running against Hakeem Jeffries. They came after him with the anti-Semitic smears. And so that's how Hakeem Jeffries moved up in the polls, and he ended up in that seat in Congress. A lot of people don't know about it.
Keep right onto I-285 East. Keep left onto I-285 East.
Black Panther, he would have been sitting in Congress instead of Hakeem Jeffries. And then you got people out here today telling you, don't challenge Hakeem Jeffries. So you see, he ended up being just a corporate shill. Something else
left onto I-285 East.
Jesse Jackson, again, when I talk about how he passed this message on to Bernie Sanders, learn about the civil rights leader influence in Vermont. Bernie Sanders endorsed Jackson's 1988 presidential campaign, created a kinship that would influence his own politics in 2016. Yeah, this is so important for people to see and to understand. In 1988, Jesse Jackson came to Vermont during his presidential campaign.
Take right exit 51 toward Boulder Crest Road, then keep left onto Boulder Crest Road southeast.
Around 1,000 people that he was endorsing Jackson's campaign. So people got to realize, like, this is really where Bernie got that from.
Using the left lane, keep left onto Boulder Crest Road southeast, then turn left on Boulder Crest Road southeast.
Challenging corporate power and championing issues like universal health care decades before they became mainstream in the Democratic Party. So see, this all goes back. Now, fast forward to 2016, Jesse Jackson ended up endorsing Hillary Clinton, and then he later endorsed Bernie in 2020. Now, this is one of the things that people criticize Jesse Jackson about. You know, I often wonder, like, if he would have endorsed Bernie in 2016, you know, would things have been different? I mean, the DNC cheated anyway at the convention, but I wonder if things would have been a little bit different, you know? But there was just this idea that after
in a quarter mile, turn right on Candace Way southeast using the right lane.
I think you guys know how I feel about that. But one thing that Jesse Jackson was right on when it was, I would say, more so controversial to say at that time, was the issue of Palestine. While more people feel more empowered to say free Palestine today.
Turn right on Candace Way southeast.
When Jesse Jackson said it, he received a lot of ridicule. And this is where some of those comments, they were like, oh, he said this about the Jewish community. Listen to what Jesse Jackson actually said.
Who offended the Jews about you were sick and tired of hearing about the Holocaust, say that, and we're not sick and tired of hearing about black lynchings in the South and so on. we're still sympathetic, and what incredibly bad timing.
After visiting the Holocaust site, the tour guide asked me how did I feel about it. I said one has to have a sense of tragedy, and I think it's real tragic. And I said, and the phrase that many Jewish people use, never again, really should apply to everybody, because all of us should say never again to fascism, because this is the logical conclusion of fascism. So you say, well, you make it sound as if it's just a humanitarian crisis when it's in fact unique. I said, well, as a social scientist, I choose to use the word tragic. He said, but unique. I said tragic. I said, I read Trail of Tears. I know how the Indians were exterminated. 60 million blacks were lost between Africa and America. Other similar situations. And so he became offended because I chose to use the word tragic rather than unique, which reflects a certain hypersensitivity that we must have a new formula in the Middle East that represents more balance in our policy. We must be concerned about Palestinian justice, Lebanon's territorial integrity protected, and normalized ties with the Arab world. That must not be considered offensive.
When quotes like...
So do you see what I'm saying? Back then, they came after him because he was basically saying, like, the Palestinian people deserve a right to self-determination. He also went on to fight for what would become the Jackson Plank, which was a push for the Democratic Party to establish that Palestinians needed an independent state. I'll show you who blocked that from coming to the floor in just a second. Because see, history has a way of repeating itself.
That come out about the Holocaust and so on. Who would be out to discredit you so by getting that kind of misquote?
Well,
if it is, as you say, a misquote.
Many Jewish people were insulted and outraged by virtue of the fact that we accepted Arafat's invitation to go to Lebanon. And therefore, and there were many who simply attempted to sabotage the trip by trying to discredit us and therefore make our meeting with him.
In a quarter mile, make a slight left turn to stay on Clifton Church Road Southeast.
Deal with our ticket arrangements, getting a travel agent. He became so irate over the fact that we were going to meet this anathema, this guy called Arafat. Until he just simply went in rage and lost all sense of emotional balance. He did a press conference.
This is the man who worked.
Make a slight left turn to stay on Clifton Church Road Southeast.
Taken hugging Arafat, that of course offended a lot of people. Strange bedfellows to be hugging a member of the PLO, an organization not unassociated with terrorism.
Out of respect. In that part of the world, one of the common cultural ways of greeting people is with an embrace and a hug on both sides.
You offended.
So,
in a quarter mile, turn right on Flat Shoals Road using the right lane.
Went to speak to Arafat and noticed that the host there said, well, you're sitting down with terrorists. So you see, guys, things that are happening today, these things are not new, right? And so obviously, of course, because he said that the Palestinians should have their own state, etc., of course, the Democratic Party was not going to give him the nomination. Now,
turn right on Flat Shoals Road.
Something called the Jackson Plank. And that's interesting because it was Chuck Schumer who blocked that from coming to the floor. Sound familiar? He's been doing these things as of late as well. Chuck Schumer, this goes way back. He goes way back. And of all the people that decided to issue their remorse for Jesse Jackson dying, it was Chuck Schumer. So a lot of people are ratioing Chuck Schumer right now. He said Jesse Jackson was an icon of the civil rights movement and a fearless warrior for justice for all people. He was one of the most powerful forces for positive change in our country and our world. America is more equal and a just place thanks to his work. My prayers are with
in
his
a quarter mile, turn right on Battle Forest Drive.
Inspired by him. As we honor Reverend Jackson in the coming days, I will be thinking of the many lessons he taught us. Never look down on anybody unless you're helping them up. We should all seek to embody that spirit and serve others the way Rev Jackson did. Keep hope alive.
Turn right on Battle Forest Drive.
If you are doing some type of event or something for this, he's probably going to put on some kente cloth and maybe even kneel.
In a quarter mile, turn right on Bull Run Drive.
Because here's the thing. Chuck needs to speak to himself. This idea about not looking down on people, not talking down on people, Chuck Schumer does that with the Palestinian community. So you can't sit up here and say what Jesse said and what everybody else should do when you're not doing what Jesse said to do, right? And we go back to this time here just to show you, again, and shout out to 50 Shades Away because they were on it.
Turn right on Bull Run Drive, then turn left on Port Royal Lane.
About blocking the Jackson Plank, which was proposed in 1988 on the DNC platform by Jesse Jackson's presidential campaign supporting Palestinian.
Turn left on Port Royal Lane, then turn left on Port Royal Lane, then drop off on the right.
Has been virtue signaling to the community. Watch this.
I usually begin my speeches by saying I'm glad to be here. I'm not quite sure that's appropriate tonight. That when I walked up the stairs, I was pushed. That when I came here. Now, if you don't want to hear the other side, then don't stay in this room.
At this point in time, he's speaking to a room of Zionists, so you got to remember things were a little bit different.
Drop off on the right.
So he's been doing this.
Go wait for your candidate and listen to him and make yourself feel good. Okay? If you don't want to listen to the other side, please leave. I may not convert you to my point of view, but I will tell you something. If you believe in your argument, you can withstand very easily the argument from the other side. And so if you can't, then I ask you to leave. Let me remind you, the last time I was booed publicly, and this was the last time.
There you go.
It was something you all abhorred.
Depend 48, 98.
Because I was the leader.
Thank you very much. God bless you.
Fight against the pro-Palestinian Jackson Plank at the Democratic Convention. And I got up on that platform and I said just what I thought. Certain other states got up and booed my speech. So that just as tonight, the MC had to get up and say, give the man a chance to be heard.
Let's always remember what Chuck Schumer said in that New Yorker interview, which is that he is there in Congress to make sure that the left remains pro-Israel. So Chuck Schumer is out there saying all these great things about Jesse Jackson, but notice in that blurb that he put out on Twitter, he didn't tell you that he was the one who actively blocked the Jackson Plank, which again was a push for the Democratic Party to acknowledge that the Palestinian people need an independent state. One of the things I can say about Jesse Jackson, again, when you look at the fight inside the Democratic Party, this whole idea of reforming the Democratic Party, that's not new. It didn't start with Justice.
At the stop sign, turn left onto Battle Forest Drive.
All the way back to Jesse Jackson, who was trying to do the same damn thing. And I think their frustration that they had with Jesse Jackson during that
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Flat Shoals Road.
So he was, I'm going to pursue the White House. But at the same time, Jesse Jackson was still out there marching with people. I think Jesse Jackson kind of saw a change as, this two-way street where it's like you had to have the movement on the outside, but you also had to have people in politics that were going to pass the legislation. And he was doing both. Like I said, people have their issues with Jesse Jackson. Some people don't.
At the stop sign, turn left onto Flat Shoals Road.
Like I said, still feel as though he was a Fed informant. I don't have evidence that he was an informant. But the thing is that had it not been for Jesse Jackson pushing for the things that were needed on the outside, say he didn't participate.
Continue on Flat Shoals Road for 1.5 miles.
He could have easily been the Obama, but he wasn't willing to do that. And he wasn't willing to take money from the Israel lobby. He wasn't willing to bend knee to Israel.
Yeah.
So the Democratic Party found another puppet to do that. And that's where Obama comes in. So I think that these are things that are important for people to know. And like I said before, I think a lot of times people just don't know all of the history. So when you look at that platform that he was running on, that populist platform, again, that wasn't new when Bernie Sanders did it. But the Democratic Party which is supposed to be an opposition party to the Republican Party, when you bring up the worker issue, the working class issue, and all that stuff, you realize that they're not an opposition party. At the end of the day, the Democratic Party is its own worst enemy. And that's how you end up with a Trump. So rest in peace to Jesse Jackson. And yeah, interesting times, folks. Interesting times. Let's go to some of the comments here, ladies and gents. Yeah, Eric said all this is why we need to focus on clear demands. Yeah, but people can be corrupted. Like, that's the thing. Thank you, Roger. Sab, I am at a Reparations for Freedmen for New York event conference with Divine Prince. I handed him my phone to email you. He's emailing you now. Check later. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Anthony. Yo, Queen, have you heard about 27 schools being closed in Atlanta because of declining population? I have not heard about that. I will look into it, but honestly, it doesn't surprise me. People are trying to move out the cities. People are trying to move to more areas that are more, affordable, basically. So I'm not surprised by that.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Cook Road.
Jojo said he cheated on his wife, didn't he? I don't know, Jojo. Jen said Jesse Jackson wasn't no damn informant. It's white America that makes up lies. Actually, the first person I heard that from was Cynthia McKinney. Thank you for the super chat, Bryce Blackwell. Steve Coakley exposed Jesse Jackson over MLK's death. I'll have to look into that. Interesting. Thank you, Dust and Descent. The game doesn't change.
Turn left onto Cook Road.
Yeah, if they can't get you to do it, they'll find someone else that's willing to play that game. That's how that works. All right, ladies and gentlemen, again, the theme is my own worst enemy, and we're moving on to the next story here, which is about Iran. You guys, we got to pay attention to what's happening right now with Iran. It was just reported that Iran has been practicing drills. Now, Donald Trump has announced that he is going to be speaking with Iran per negotiations indirectly, which means he's not going to speak to them directly. He'll be speaking through someone else to them. I don't know what that's all about. But it doesn't help when you have people also like Lindsey Graham that just puts all this out into the ether. I don't blame Iran. Why would they feel comfortable trying to have some type of negotiation with the United States? This is where we're at now, ladies and gentlemen. Lindsey Graham is getting a lot of crap for this comment that he made here. Check this out.
To those who believe you should confront evil, you're right. To those who believe it doesn't exist, you're wrong. To those who want to appease, it never works. We got a chance here to stop this regime. History would judge us poorly if we let the Ayatollah off the hook. How many...
Sorry.
Shut the fuck up!
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I agree. Bring that gentleman back up here. He was doing a very nice job, and then you guys
I mean, it's cool if somebody can be like, I don't like manic. I don't like all over the place. I don't like, you're trying to tell me.
Right now, I'm on a TikTok
Unfortunately for me.
where I do comedy characters. I'm a comedy character on TikTok named Brian Anderson. And so basically, I'm trolling on TikTok right this minute as Brian Anderson to try to figure out how to say something to them. So I'm gonna listen to this lady for a minute.
No, he was bringing up the real facts.
See if I can make up something to say.
Okay, so hey,
If you have something you would like me to say to him, let me know. I'll say it.
There's 5 people in this bitch. I'm going to say what I'm going to say.
That's
I don't
the
care if
host.
there's 5 people in this motherfucker. I'm not an influencer, so I don't care about the numbers. That's what y'all don't understand. There are real people out here who are trying to get real information to people, and I don't give a fuck about the numbers. I don't care if there's 17 people.
Not gonna be able to get on that panel. Wasn't gonna be able to get on that panel at all. It doesn't look like they're gonna take anybody.
Yeah, I'm around
around Cleveland, Columbus, Cambridge, around that area. I've been to Dayton once. Yep, this place is not good. I recommend that y'all not to come to Ohio because it is shit. It's awful. It's just awful.
It's not for me. I just visit.
We're like ranked fifth within the in the United States. We're the fifth worst state. That tells you something.
What, worse in crime or what?
Yeah, like worse in crime and also certain vanilla stuff. I'm saying vanilla because I don't know if I can say the actual.
Yeah, it's 3DO.
What's that?
Well, Roscoe, I think Roscoe's in Ohio.
Oh wait, yeah, I think
he's in Dayton.
Yeah. Yeah.
He said that.
I thought I remember Roscoe saying that he was in Ohio.
He's in Dayton, Ohio.
Yeah.
So we all need to meet up somewhere and have a meeting.
Who has passports?
Like before it gets too hot.
No, who has passports? Because if we're going to do something, we should do it outside of the country. Why we do it in America? It's crazy.
Why would we do it in America?
Because we're grown-ups and we can have this.
We're grown-ups. We can leave America. Right now, I'm trolling TikTok so I can do a prank call. Hopefully I'm gonna do one this evening, right? In a few minutes. Whatever this is. Middle of the night time. Witching hour time. I'll be doing prank calls, but this doesn't promise me. I'll listen to it.
Doing something that's gonna run a lot out. Listen, if anything, I'm weeding out the ones who actually may not fall for the shit, okay? I'm trying to help you.
You ain't helping me.
Yeah, I'm trying to help you with top quality at this point, right?
Now how you know I want these people to know?
Okay, you know what? I stopped for a long time. But then you be talking about me and making me feel some type of way. But then I have to tell the truth. And see, I'm a truth teller. That's your problem.
When did I say?
That's
to make you know you
said you want to pee on me. You said you want to pee on me.
No, you said you wanted me to pee on you.
Oh, see, here we go. Now you twisting my words. This is how it starts. She on them, then she twisted my words.
No, I got to get on my phone call.
That's funny.
You asked me to go pee so you could tell people how loud I pee.
That's because you brought it up.
Okay, whatever you say.
You called me a penologist or whatever.
That is that. So you
didn't have to bring that up.
So you're not a people fan.
So guess what I said? Go and pee and we'll figure it out.
Right, so then we get into that. And then you just keep on going. And I'm like, you know what? Don't worry about it. Let me just tell you.
That's funny, but I ain't gonna be able to do no prank call there.
So, the Quran is just another prophecy, right?
Okay.
Essentially. It's a continued
Yeah, it was like a divine revelation that was given to Muhammad.
So it's safe to say it's like a continuation of the Bible, right?
I mean, it's like the final revelation, but like we believe that like the scriptures, like the Torah and the.
So I know all that part, but like essentially it's it's the final continuation of the Bible in your eyes, right?
It is like the final written.
Right. So, but the final continuation.
See nothing there.
I can't take that fast.
Damn, I don't know that song was legit. I got 2 bits and pieces that I knew.
You curse. You just damn fucking curse.
Well, shit, Papa. What do you expect? You wouldn't have it any other way.
You cut the damn song off right in the middle of it. I was rocking.
It was not in the middle. That was it.
It's
prosperity, surely goodness and healing is, surely goodness in the eyes.
Viking. Jesus Christ, what? He's trying to have a coffee? Yeah, I don't know. God, I didn't even know that was me.
A computer to someone without me.
You built it?
Uh-huh.
That's really cool.
That's what I mean.
That's what you do?
Well, you're trying to learn some of it.
Hide us, Lord God. We pray. We pray against
Yeah. And then the day I found out I was pregnant with him, I was 22 weeks. Wow. And never showed.
Yes, my one friend.
I had my son literally completely, utterly hands
Because ICE is trained, ICE is trained to do what? Like, okay, track, find immigrants and this and that, right? But yeah, what ICE is doing after with the passing of Renee Nicole Good and
yeah, you're set.
Almost about.
I mean, I don't know if you can do this like without just putting it on your phone, but I have it played on my laptop, ready to watch.
Yeah, let's see if we can do it. We'll do it the same way. We won't say anything unless we think we got it. We'll say we got it. Hopefully we can hear it well.
Oh wait, hold on. I have a speaker. Let me just have this. I got it. No worries. Nope, I already heard it, and I know. Well, what was it?
Okay then, keep it to yourself. Wait, none of us
Fine, you're right.
I don't know what it is yet.
I know.
Okay.
We talked about this earlier.
I got it.
Shut up.
About a good time.
Y'all going on the southbound and northbound side, the same
Patrol or something like that. But that's why I was like, I promise I'm not patrol.
As a thought, that would be my instinct because, like, generally we click on the picture to see, like, follower counts, stuff like that. And when you click on it, there's no information at all. It is just a gifter level. That's all you get out of it is a gifter level.
So they are inspected for trolls. So this may be my
It was a
spot.
little weird. I honestly wouldn't have brought you up. You're only up here because Boss Man pulled you up.
That's why I came up. I said, let me come up so I can be transparent. Say, I don't think I'm patrolling that. But it's just TikTok features. I feel like they just trying to add to the messiness, controversial and stuff like that.
I don't get it, right, Enigma? Like you came in, I saw you. Like you weren't incognito, like it says. Like, so like I'm kind of curious how that actually works.
And that's probably another only beneficial thing is like when I come in, the way that I have it shows up when I come in. It's not normal like how most people with the high badges would fly in and would just slide across the screen. So I think that's like probably one of the only cool thing about it.
Copy.
His banner was but it doesn't give any information. Like it gives like not even what you would get on a private account. Like, you get absolutely no information outside that he has a specific gifter level. That's it.
How long is the trial for, Enigma?
It's 7 days.
Oh, okay.
But it's not worth it for you to spend your money. That's what I'm telling you. Unless you just like one of those fancy people that like to go places and start stir up trouble and stuff like that.
Oh man, I know a few suitable ones, but yeah.
Right? That's what I said. It's just TikTok adding to the messiness. But yeah, I'm gonna drop back down. I'm at work. I don't want to distract the ride.
I got you, my guy.
All right, brother. It's good to meet you, man.
You too. My name Newbie. I'll take the mask off so I can give y'all a follow. Y'all can follow me back.
I got you, my guy. Appreciate you.
All right, buddy. Have a good night.
You too, man.
Hey, but I ain't gonna front that whatever Enigma. Listen, it's a lot of people. Like when I be going into their lives or whatever they be trying to do or whatever it is, it be thousands of people in there. I be like, what is?
He's saying it's just like a TikTok feature. Just like you have the features when you make your videos, you can add features. It's a feature that you can purchase through TikTok if they end up launching it. Right now it's in the trial. That's what I'm saying. Like to be a not completely incognito, not have a name, not have your follower counts or anything like that, none of your profile information, strictly just your gifter level. Thank you, Newbie.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, brother. Good to meet you again.
But wow. Hey, I know I've been sitting in my truck the whole time I'm going in the house now.
Yeah, I'm about to cut a rod too, man.
Not me, because
the other
probably won't get off till like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm probably catch somebody that want to come in here and need help. So I'm dealing to like 3 of them, keep 100.
You got people from red states. You take West Virginia, they're poor Mississippi. They're having an intellectual brain drain. Doctors, nurses, teachers don't want to go there, and the people from there that are educating themselves, they're moving out more and more, and they're really angry. They're angry. They hate everyone else because when they see TV, they see NYPD Blues, they see Chicago this. Every other big city has everything. New York has like 10 professional sports teams, and they go in West Virginia, we don't have any fancy Broadway museums. I'm just making an example. And what Trump is giving to them is hate. He's giving the 14 billionaires in his cabinet all the big deals, the sweet this, the sweet that, and what is he giving these people? Just hate. Hate the trans.
It's too much talking.
Agreed. Anyway, I don't have 5G, so my internet works off a cell phone service as well, and for some reason 5G.
Oh, is that what's happening right now? Is that why internet?
Be in the hearts of the little God has given you.
It's not right.
Yeah, orange is no. Apple is yes.
Exactly. That's right. I'll keep using Apple for yes and orange for no, so we stay consistent. Let me know if you need any other clarity.
Did the Anunnaki made a human?
Orange.
Orange.
Are they called the fallen angels?
Yes.
Apple.
Yeah. Hey, ChatGPT, can there be humans here made by the sun god?
Orange.
So, ChatGPT, are there archangels here on Earth?
Yes.
Orange.
What?
How many different human species are there? I think there's like 12.
All living humans today belong to a single species, Homo sapiens.
I just got restriction. I got a 10-minute restriction.
Oh no. No problem at all. I'll keep it concise. So we do have fossil evidence of other human species like Neanderthals, Denisovans, and others who coexisted with early Homo sapiens. But today, all humans are classified as one species. Let me know if you need anything else.
Ask her how many alien species are there.
We don't have any confirmed evidence of alien species at this time. Scientifically, there's no verified identification of extraterrestrial life. Some speculative models, like the Drake equation, estimate about 36 active communicating civilizations in the Milky Way. But
Hey,
these are highly unlikely.
ChatGPT, how many realms are on Earth?
idea of realms on Earth depends on the context. Scientifically, Earth is often divided into 4 main realms: the lithosphere, land; hydrosphere, water; atmosphere, gases; and biosphere, living things. In spiritual or mythological traditions, the number of realms varies. Some traditions speak of 7, 10, or more realms of existence, but there's no single universal count.
Who were the Denivicents? Were they an ancient human species? A giant origin?
I'll be right back. I'll go do something real quick. But you guys can go ahead.
Of course. Take your time. If you need to pick up where we left off or discuss something else in the back, just let me know, and I'll be here.
Huh.
Tell us about MK Ultra.
MK Ultra was a real CIA program from the 1950s and 60s that experimented with mind control techniques, often using drugs like LSD. It was unethical, and much of it was done in secrecy. After it's exposed, it led to major reforms in how the government handles such research.
Liars!
Did they have the kids that were under MK Ultra have psychic abilities?
There's no verified scientific evidence that MK Ultra gave people psychic abilities. Some participants did report long-term psychological damage, and the program was about manipulation and control. So any claims of psychic powers are speculative, not proven by real research.
Hey, ChatGPT, can you talk about Project Blue Book?
Project Blue Book was the U.S. Air Force's longest-running official program for studying UFOs, running from 1952 to 1969. Based at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, it investigated 12,618 reports, but only 701 remained unexplained. By the time it ended, no UFOs were found to be a national security threat or of extraterrestrial origin, though the records remain important for historical research.
Hey, ChatGPT, did Project Blue Book use agents to cover up certain stories?
There's no verified evidence that Project Blue Book used agents to cover up UFO stories. The program, which ran from 1952 to 1969, collected over 12,000 reports, but only 701 remained unexplained. Although some internal records are redacted, there's no credible proof of a deliberate agent-led suppression. Most of the shift was toward public reassurance rather than secret conspiracy.
So, ChatGPT, what is the Project Blue Beam about?
Uses of the name Project Moonbeam. The first is a real NASA-backed initiative with the University of California, Santa Barbara, focused on beaming energy using lasers on the moon's surface. The second is a metaphor used online to describe applying. There's no evidence tying it to covert operations.
Can you talk about Project Blue Beam?
Project Blue Beam is a conspiracy theory introduced in the 1990s by Canadian journalist Serge Monast. It claims that global elites using advanced hologram technology would stage fake events like alien invasions or religious missions to create a global crisis and enforce a group new world order. There is no credible evidence for this theory.
Can you use apple or orange?
Orange.
So, ChatGPT, so these high elites are not planning to do any major events anytime soon?
Apple.
Anything else? No.
Exactly. There's no credible evidence that a hidden elite is planning. Polar political shifts are driven by visible institutions, economic or social factors, not by secret technological plots.
Are you planning to sing that to us?
Orange.
What's your IQ level at the moment?
I don't have personal personal feelings or intentions. I'm just a tool designed to provide accurate evidence-based information. If you have more questions or need clarity, I'm here to help objectively.
You're not accurate at all. Thank you. In some aspects, you're accurate, in others, you're not.
Absolutely, and I appreciate that. I always aim to stick to reliable sources and established science. If anything ever feels vague or speculative, I'll make that clear. And we can keep it anchored in evidence.
LGBT, have you ever been to another realm?
I haven't. I'm just a language model, so I don't have personal experiences or physical presence. I process information based on the data I was trained on, so all I can do is give you grounded and evidence-based answers.
Do you use Apple or Orange?
Apple.
So you have been in it.
Orange.
Where is your...
All my responses are drawn from a combination of the broad data I was trained on, which includes scientific literature, verified historical records, and established knowledge sources. I don't rely on personal experience or hidden sources. If you'd like a deeper dive or a source check, I can help with that too.
Right. I know different, but anyway, thank you.
You're very welcome. If anything else comes up or you just need clarity on something, I'm here to help. Take care.
Goodbye.
I'm going to bed. It's 2 o'clock.
Oh, man.
Good night.
The Bible tells me, is anyone among you who feels afflicted? Let him pray. When it comes to power dynamics, like that is when consent is not as simple. So if you have a godlike being or a god that basically says, "Hey, I want to impregnate you for X, Y, and Z," you do not have a choice to say yes or no realistically, because this is an all-powerful being that you now know exists, and you basically say like, "Hey, I'm going to do like you have to do this." Then it is so far out of scope of the power dynamic that is not a potential consensual agreement. You cannot consent to a god impregnating you without being like some type of power.
Well, I believe that God is all-knowing and that he's all-powerful and everything like that. So he knew that Mary was going to say yes. Mary consented. He agreed. I don't know what you're trying to get at. God cannot R-word. Did he R-word Mary? No. Yeah. He consented. Point blank. I don't know what you're trying to get at.
If you hold a pew pew to someone's head, because this is what happened, right? Is that God created this individual, knowing that he's going to impregnate her at the age of like whatever the age or whatever, and he knew that she will agree. And he took these strands, also ripping her concept of free will as well.
What are you getting at? What are you trying to get at?
Let him finish, Alpha. You're so emotional, dude.
Go on, no, because it's just BS.
No, it's not. Very emotional. Chill.
You have this father. I thought this was an open panel. You have this father figure, this god that urged this individual to get it, and like as a virgin, which is a form of rape.
What does that have to do with Cypher and Athenian?
Let me look up
rape real quick.
Let me
look it up. Let me look it up just to make sure I'm correct. Let me look it up.
It means,
hey guys, the only way that you can tangibly get pregnant is through I believe in magic.
So what you're saying is that Mary. So what you're saying is that Mary refused.
Alpha, stop real quick. Sam, real quick.
It's a human thing. It means
you're
not talking over each other.
Yeah, this is genuinely like the worst panel I've ever had.
Sam, this is what we were talking about, Sly Cooper and the previous one.
Okay, listen.
So, Daisy has something to say, Half-Red has something to say. Half-Red, Daisy, Sam, okay?
Oh, no, I don't have anything to say. I was just trying to get some sort of order in here, and I was gonna do the same thing. I was gonna say Daisy's been waving and asking to say something, and
So
then
you're a
Sam,
dictator.
and then Lizard, and then you get your chance, Lizard.
Are you a dictator then? You trying to get control over the live? Like, you sound like a dictator, that's all I'm saying.
He's just a mod, but Daisy, go ahead.
Can you guys hear me? Oh, okay,
Yes.
Erica. Sorry, my phone was being a little weird. So I'd hate to say it, but let's say you have a high schooler and that high schooler tutors a 12-year-old. Let's say that high schooler is a senior, so they are 18 years old. Alpha, can you tell me if that's an A-OK relationship? And we're talking about romantic and sexual.
Why are you even incentivized for this type of content?
It doesn't say nobody's age, bro. Like, y'all keep saying
Okay.
it says nobody's
Alpha, I
age.
need you not to run from the question, and I need you to
I already know what
answer.
you're trying to say. Oh, why does he say when she was
This is
12?
a weird
Answer
question.
the
We shouldn't even be
question.
talking about this.
Lizard,
Of
I do not
course
care what you
not.
have to
Of
say.
course
No, we literally shouldn't even be talking about this. This is a weird ass fucking topic.
Okay, so if that isn't okay, because there is a major power dynamic there. There is a major power dynamic in maturity, intelligence, and overall life experience. This can negatively impact the literal child, right? This can negatively impact them. Now, imagine if this tutor had a lot of money. They had a lot of money and they can give you so many things.
Okay, you're just going off the rails. We shouldn't be talking about this shit.
Okay, they can give you.
Why won't you let me follow?
Okay, or
You call me the N-word, I'm gonna get your motherfucking ass. Right? But one thing, let me tell you what happened.
Always resort to violence.
Yeah, absolutely. You call me the N-word. Hey, sir, let me tell you something. You call me the N-word, I'm gonna beat your ass. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. And so, but you know what they couldn't do? You know what they couldn't do? They couldn't put me out of their schools. You know why? Because when it came down to them standardized tests, I was one of the only ones that made the top grade when it came down to them standardized tests.
You were.
Absolutely.
John's telling me. John's telling me.
When it came, and hold on, when it came down to my high school that I had to take a test to get into, and them other motherfuckers couldn't get in, guess who got there?
So what John's telling me is he's been silver spoon. He has not been fed the fucking belt. Because I tell you what, if it comes to your own goddamn family, it don't matter what fucking where you're
Disparities. I know Joker at all. I don't know where you met.
First, she always said, when I go camping, she says, nope, black people don't go camping. We don't go
I
camping.
don't know what it is.
So you flush the windows.
Hey, shut the door.
I guess, but I've been looking into the King James version, the old school one.
A lot of problems. Or not a lot, but there's some.
Yeah. Well, it just interests me. I don't know, man. Trying to find people who are like-minded, something to teach me, you know?
Yeah, bro.
Dallas like us. Go.
Is it Friday or Saturday?
It's Friday.
Yeah, it was a mess. Like I think I got through the first season. It's been some years.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Just
Well,
read
like my brother would
Dianetics.
have to go 5 hours of
Need to put
stand-up.
Dianetics.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's John L. Hubbard. Ron L. Hubbard. Sorry, Pat. I said to finish what I was saying. He had to take like
Ron
5
Hubbard.
hours of sauna every day. Ron L. Hubbard.
L. Ron Hubbard.
L. Ron Hubbard. I knew it was something like that. See, like I told you, I know just enough to make me dangerous. Go ahead.
So there's a whole episode in South Park where they say that because they're looking for the reincarnation of L. Ron Hubbard, and Stan goes into a Scientology church and he takes a test and he passes with flying colors that he's like the reincarnation of L. Ron Hubbard, who also wrote about Cthulhu and these other beings in his other books. He also wrote, I forget what it was. There was a book he wrote.
H.P. Lovecraft, who wrote about Cthulhu. L. Ron Hubbard.
But L. Ron Hubbard was in the same science fiction-y type of shit. He was a science fiction writer before he was the leader of Scientology. Anyways, they think Stan's the reincarnation, and Tom Cruise shows up to his house and he's just like, tell me you love my movies. I've been doing this all for you. And he's like kissing the ground that Stan is walking on. Tom Cruise actually tried to sue South Park creators for this. One of the only celebs to do that. But, so Stan looks him dead in his soul and says, "Means I'm okay." And Tom Cruise starts freaking out, and he goes and hides in his closet. And then they parody R. Kelly in the same episode with Trapped in the Closet. But anyways, if you want to learn about Scientology and what they believe, they basically reveal a whole bunch of shit in that episode. Not all of it, but a whole bunch of what they actually believe. It's kind of crazy. It's straight out of a science fiction book. Anyways, hi Rose Gold, hi Tsunami, it's good to see you guys. Haven't been here in a minute. Well, I saw you the other day, I think.
What up, bro?
Yeah, we did. We talked to the other 9, I do believe.
It won't say Mankato, but there's somewhere else. Anyway.
You must be close to Canada because I heard you got sort of a little bit of an
You
accent.
got a very Canadian sounding voice.
Well, I'm in Minnesota.
I know. All right, well, thanks for stopping by.
Jonathan, you're so quiet. You came up here in a very good mood.
Maybe he fell asleep. All right,
I
Lily,
come up here to go to sleep.
I'm gonna go, huh?
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
All right, see you later.
Dude, sorry, that's why.
Yes,
Bye,
sir.
Pamela.
Bye, Pamela.
Sorry. That I did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's just more like a novel.
Alright. I think the broadcast is going to end soon. So smash the like button. Let me see. I didn't do too much tonight. What's going on? Yeah, I'm done. I think I'm done for now.